Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. So, as you can see in the title, this is going to be something a little bit different. I've announced it, on the Discord. I've announced it, well, quite a bit later, but still yesterday, with a post on my YouTube channel as well, of course. So, for those of you who've missed both of those, also yesterday's stream, for those of you who've missed all of this, what this is about, the idea is that I do something a little bit more to engage a little bit more with you guys who are watching this and are part of the community of not only this YouTube channel, but mostly also Steel Division 2. So I figured I want to do something that, helps to bring the community together a little bit and makes this whole stream also a little bit more interactive. So yeah, today we're going to do some things together with some of you guys. Now for this stream today, I have pre-selected a handful of people who have reached out after I made a post on my Discord. Because I just want to test this today, see how it goes, and I wanted to make sure that I have people who are interested in participating. So today, again, we're doing something new. Minivan Clan is already here. Hello. He will join us later as well. We have Froblord. Nice to have you here as well. So the first guest actually that we're going to have on today is going to be, we have Rudy Time. A long time no see. Nice to see you back. And then we have today our first guest, which is going to be Mulbrook, and we're going to do a little co-cast. So there's something new that we're going to try. He has played a nice game versus Espresso, which we're going to cast together, and we're going to see how this goes. I expect the first one to be maybe a little bit of a bumpy ride, but let's see how this goes. So let's actually welcome him in, and then we're just going to take a quick look at the divisions maybe, and then we go into the game, and we're going to check out how this is going to work. So I'm going to invite him over. Maybe message him, give him a little warning before he's just moved in and dropped into cold water. The guests are going to cast their own games. Well, not all of them. It's just that today we have Mulbrook is co-casting his own game with me. So that the idea with the co-cast things for this kind of stream is that you can, if you're a good player, you can really join for any game. But I also think it would be nice to, have a player co-casting his own game, and that allows him, if it's a good player at least, I think he can give some nice insights in what his strategy was, what his thoughts were, those kind of things. I think it's just making this an interesting thing. So yeah. And here he is. Hello, Mulbrook.
Hello.
Can everyone in the chat confirm, or anyone in the chat confirm that you can hear him as well?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, nice to have you. So I can hear you. Let's see if they can also hear you. Right. Yeah, Minivan Clan says they can hear you. Is the volume okay, or do I need to raise it?
Sorry, for me or for the
else? For the others. But yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I just realized it's a bit confusing when I talk to you and when I talk to chat, isn't it? So maybe I need to hold on. Let me quickly rebind things and make a mute. Press the mute button, because, well, I guess for today it's gonna have to do, because I don't want to fumble around with Discord now. But
yeah,
right,
we'll manage.
Nice to have you here. So we're gonna look at the game. You have selected one of the two between Espresso and yourself, the one on Slitsk.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know what? For the time being, I'm gonna.
Did I send you the replay? Do you have it? Or
I have it.
Okay.
I will stream on my Discord as well, so they can see in real time what I'm actually doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Or alternatively, you can actually pull it up on your, as we talked about it, you can also pull your replay up on.
I'll put it up and have your stream
open. Let's actually take a quick look at the decks first. Maybe let's start with 78 Sturm, which is what Espresso played. And,
can you pull them up? I have no clue how to get them.
I have it. Okay. So obviously there's a few things here. So what do you think of this? You obviously played against it.
Yeah. I mean, I was, I guess, pretty surprised about the C phase Nashorn.
Yeah, so was I.
Because I only have the 88 and the Tigers.
Yeah,
which like 1 or 2 cards should manage that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's maybe a little bit excessive, especially since it means he cannot take as many medium tanks, so he doesn't have that many Stuks.
Right. Yeah, although they trade down to the Panzerforce, so I do understand.
Yeah, true.
But like again, the Martyrs in that case would be good, and I think he only gets 2 cards, so getting both of the A is also. I don't know. So Espresso is way better at building decks, but I would not have built this way.
I was quite surprised too. Well, there's some nice things right here. I mean, obviously the infantry is gonna, I think, be quite strong. I'm a little bit surprised about him not taking the big light grenadier because I think with the MP44 that gives him a nice edge at some of the closer
Yeah, on the town.
ranges. But I remember having seen discussions on Discord, not with Espresso, but other people. So this is apparently not a unit that everyone is so super fond of.
Oh, okay. I wasn't like I never pushed the. I never really contested. I don't know if you've watched the
Oh, no,
game,
no,
but
no,
I never
I've
really
not watched it
contested
yet.
the
I'm
town.
going in
So.
cold, so
Okay, yeah, because I never really contested the town
okay.
until like basically the front line collapsed. So
Okay.
um, it didn't really matter in the end, and he has the
Yeah.
Sturmschützen or however you
Yeah,
pronounce them.
those
So
are really powerful, obviously.
yeah,
He definitely adjusts nicely to all the light armor that you get with
yeah,
Panzerschrecken A and B phase, the Panzerbüchse and the T26. I'm surprised
yeah.
about
They
him
were a pain in the
going.
ass, all of them.
I can imagine. I'm surprised about him going so light on artillery, especially having seen your deck. So
I honestly don't really remember how I built mine, but
we're gonna take a look at it
the Nebels
next.
usually manage, in my experience, playing 78th.
Okay.
The what's the SK 18s? They're fine, but
I don't think no, don't have them. You have the
oh, you have the
150s.
you have the fat ones. I don't know. They're fine, but I'm some like I kind of get not taking them.
Yeah, fair, fair. Right, let's go to your deck real quick, which is 9th
Yep.
Panzer. Now, can you give me your full process in picking this? Because personally,
The division or the deck?
the division, because a lot of people, myself
Yeah.
included, do not consider 9th Panzer to be good. And to be honest, its track record is not very good. So I know it worked
I
for
mean,
you in the finals of
yeah.
the charity tournament, but what was your reason for picking it?
I mean, let me like I remember the bans were
Mhm.
pretty bad for me, and I picked Axis because of some thought process I don't remember, but basically 9th Panzer was the only division with the SPW opener.
Mhm.
And I was thinking like against 7H Therm, I lose the open, so I need to push I can like if I get my side, I have to push really hard to the forest patch on the open, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
need a strong opener, and no other divs really had it. So and
Okay.
also I don't know if anyone in the chat knows, but like I've been playing a lot of 9th Panzer in quick play and comp.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Yeah.
so on Vanguard, so I'm pretty familiar and comfortable with the opener.
I mean, it
Uh,
has a very aggressive opener.
yeah,
There's no denying that. I mean, it has, this is one of the reasons why we first thought it was a good division when it first came out. It has a lot of, these nice efficient things like the Panzer
yeah,
35R, Marder F22. So,
exactly. So that's the main reason, and I was also
mhm.
pretty comfortable with it. So I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I had no
Yeah.
other choices
Okay.
really.
Very little 2K though. So, I mean, you don't have many options here, obviously.
I don't think
You
I
have the
have any more
Tiger and the
than
88,
that.
and that's it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Okay.
again, like any concession in the open, I lose. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's not really any point.
Obviously.
You'll see in the game
Hmm.
that I don't really have any say in the
Hmm.
open.
But I do think though that one particular thing here is important to note, and I think this might be one of the few cases where this thing actually makes a difference against Schützen being a slightly stronger
Yeah,
Panzergren. I think this is where the Chief 43s actually might matter because I remember we talked about it a lot because this division was played a few times in the charity tournament, and I think there was a discussion about Chief 43 where most people, myself included, just concluded that it doesn't really feel like it makes that much of a difference. Not because it doesn't, but the Panzergren is
yeah,
so good already against anything that isn't the Panzergren, it's not going to matter.
yeah. I mean, in this game, I don't know, I'm pretty sure that Espresso double vetted his
Oh,
Panzergren, so
okay.
it ended up not mattering anyway. But
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
the
no.
Panzerfausts in the same like
Mhm.
in a way as well doesn't really matter as well considering his
Yeah,
deck.
definitely.
So it's whatever.
But yeah, so I mean, you definitely have a nice edge here with the artillery. I think at least when he keeps when he
Yeah,
comes to keeping it firing, you have a nice off map. So it's definitely
I
interesting.
don't think I bought it, but I'm not gonna
Mhm.
spoil too much.
Yeah, yeah. We try to keep it down here, but I mean, at least you have some medium armor to work with, which I think where Espresso struggles a little bit. But
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
let's
I do up trade in the medium fights, and if I get in range, I win against the Nashorns. So
yeah,
that was kind of
yeah,
my
it
reasoning.
definitely makes sense. And you uptrade to them as well.
Yeah, exactly. So that was, and
But
I also like fully pumped my AT tab with all the martyrs and stuff I could get.
yeah, I guess the
Just
big
for that as well.
yeah, I guess the big problem is just you need to get close to the Nazon first, right?
Yeah, and that's you'll see.
Yeah. Snipping Chino says, I wonder if Marder, Panzerjäger, and Stück all in A is worth it.
They aren't. You can't get them in B, so that's why
Oh,
they're all in
okay,
A.
okay. Because I also didn't remember the thing. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess it's also gonna make quite a difference which side you get, right? Because
exactly. Yes, for sure.
oh, you got the good
I
side.
was hoping for the exactly. I was hoping for that side for the opener. Like if I had the other side, I think I was kind of cooked. I may have been able to do the same push on in the open. I think that's my only win condition in this matchup. So, but it would have been harder,
I mean,
and he could have gone back way easier.
yeah, I certainly think that if you know you got this side here, well, I can still stop if you need it. I think if you got this side, it would have been quite difficult for you because his infantry would be so good. At the same time, though,
Yeah.
I think for pushing, your armor would still be quite nice in this part. So maybe you will not be pushed off the hill. Maybe, I don't know. But the 2K issue here.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't really. I kind of just decided in the before the game started that I wasn't gonna contest that hill too much, just because of the town. I was thinking Central Hill and the open.
Yeah, makes sense.
As the two. Yeah, just because I can't fight the town
Yeah.
against Espresso.
I guess the issue is then if you get to the edge of the hill and Espresso brings out a 78, it's going to be tricky. Hi, Curb. Yes, it's 78 versus 9th. No, I did not cast this live, actually. So this... the one that I casted with Moobrook live was the charity tournament finals, where he also played 9th Panzer, coincidentally, but... All right, so let's quickly actually take the time to look at it. So, oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you basically very defensive here from the start.
I was not planning on holding it at all.
Over here, we do have a sniper in. Okay. Curb means says it's a bold pick.
Really?
Ninth. I mean, I would say so
probably.
as well. So because I mean the 2K issue is really problematic. I would not. I don't know. I guess you second picked it, or
oh yeah.
Because I would definitely not first pick this. And against 78, I probably also wouldn't second pick it. But I also can't play it, so it's not really okay. So also defensive over here. This is what you meant, huh?
Yeah.
It's not as many SPWs rushing as I would have expected.
I only get 3 of the good ones.
Oh yeah, yeah, makes sense.
But it did end up being enough, I think. There was something. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
But you definitely would say. Oh, actually, I leave this for you so that we can start at the same time, so that you can also.
I'm pretty much ready.
Oh, okay, good. But yeah, so I mean, this is very aggressive. You just, I guess, since it's an open area, I guess it kind of makes sense because the Panzerbuchs is not going to be there in time to stop this, right? And even if it wasn't the open, it would get spotted immediately.
And he doesn't really have anything else, so.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. And then,
like his 78th opener is pretty bad or really bad. So.
And then most of your Seekers almost all of your Seekers are right at the start. Wow.
I had a Pioneer card as well. Or I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I misremembered.
I don't remember either.
Some Panzerjäger to follow up. You have Pack 40. Is this the really nice? We've seen this in a few recent games up here. It's actually a really nice position. But you have to be sure that you get this if you want to pull this off. And then, so you really push everything here just at once. There's all or nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
really
I mean, if I don't get it, I lose anyway. That's 2 flags gone.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. So let's quickly see how Espresso is reacting to this. So he's going defensive in the town, probably assuming that it will push it because it is a nice place. It is also, for anyone in the comments, I did not know this for a long time because I only know the opener that Moobrook is doing here. But this apparently used to be the old opener, the old place to push for red side the hill. So maybe Espresso, knowing that, was getting ready for that, but doesn't really
I mean,
work that way.
if you get the hill, it's kind of game losing,
Yeah,
in my opinion. Or well,
exactly.
pretty objectively. So I get it, but the main thing, like you'll see, I only have like a Flammenwerfer in the little forest there, so he doesn't contest it at all, which means like that's half his points or something, maybe. No, not
Yeah,
really,
no,
but
this is a lot.
it's
It's
a
not half, but it's
considerable amount of points. Kind of put the just defending it.
yeah, and he's actually very lightly defending this, which I think is a problem. But at
Yeah,
the
and
same
I do get
time,
it.
I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
really have any fast tools to contest
Exactly.
this. If
There's no opener, so I get playing
yeah,
defensively.
if you have like
kinda
something
good.
like a Pack 38, putting that up here at the start, because also in the fast transport, it's not super expensive. I would probably put 2 up here against a division with light armor, but he doesn't have it, so what's he
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah,
It definitely makes
mean,
sense.
yeah. I
Recon
I
plan.
would have like it. It's obviously hard for him to know, or impossible
Mm,
for him to know, but contesting the hill up there a little would definitely help him.
mm.
Like just chuck a Panzer, or sorry, a Sturmpio in there.
He's actually sending some
Would have
things
helped.
there, but not that many, I guess. Might be maybe Flamer and Schützen or something like that. And then actually defensive over here, very little over there. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that makes red side strong. Not just that you have two very commanding position if you either take this or this, but also, I guess, because you have the option to take either this or this or this, makes it really hard for blue side to really, know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. All right, so let's start this and see where this
Oh
goes.
shit, I should start as well.
Froblord's suggesting that second Panzerman actually also be a good option.
I was considering that.
Oh,
I
okay,
was
yeah.
definitely considering it, but I think it's too, like, yeah, it works the first 2 minutes, and then he just like his Stux arrives and I'm cooked.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thought process there. But I was considering it because I do play that as well in quick play quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I guess when B phase comes, you get your 2K, but you're still gonna down trade to.
Yeah. The Panthers are there's no point in them.
Yeah, no, I
So-
think you might actually be right here.
Yeah, I don't think it was like as I said, I was really, really considering it, but I ended up
Oh,
not.
so he did send all the Panzerbuchse out. It's just that it doesn't make a difference because for these open areas, obviously the range is not good enough.
Yeah,
It's actually having
and even if it was the damage, like you can see here, I'm mismicroing, but the damage is just not sufficient to kill the SPWs before they can kill them.
Oh, you get kind of lucky by them being held up on the Panzerbuchse because the Martyrs could easily wreck those too.
Yeah, I
actually falling back.
Yeah, I completely misjudged the timing of the opener.
Oh,
I would, yeah.
There's some coming in, but there's a Flak 43 to react to this. Over here, yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, there's one Panzergun, one Flamer. No movement so far. Over here, there's definitely a lot of CQC, but you could just shift those. I mean, nothing here can actually hold this up at range. You actually kind of expected it. Look, there's a Panzerschreck down there in the building as well.
I mean, I'd say that's standard procedure, or that's usually what I...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just slap a Panzerschreck or something back there.
Oh, so
because you can't commit all your CQC into those forced patch like preemptive.
I get the point. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not really good at Slutsk, so I never do that. But I usually try to contest. I try to bring things in here to actually contest the open a little bit, like some AT gun up here and then something up here. But obviously, so far it's not been working very well for me. So maybe I should try this as well.
I mean, one key thing about this play
and the Pack 40 is in.
Middle, yeah, the Pack 40 is in, and it did a lot there. The middle push that I'm doing, like the goal actually isn't really to grab the flags. It's just kind of to have the position. Like I don't care about the flags because with the position I can trade really well.
You want him to come up on the hill and then lose?
Yeah, of course that's
one
part of it, but also like for example with this, like you have the open completely surrounded, like you can get side shots on anything, and stuff. Like it's a really it's a position with a lot of utility. So that's the
Okay,
main
I
reason why I
get what you
push,
mean. Yeah.
not necessarily the flag. Now I got it,
Hmm.
but I wouldn't really have invested into getting it.
I mean, open 59 right away. That's actually quite strong. The pack 40
Yeah.
is still in a nice position. I just can't reach. I think it's stuck. Oh no, it's stuck on this Schützen right here. Because I think full Martyrs together might actually be able to overwhelm this probably.
Yeah, probably.
So one of them did die, but one SPW is still alive. I mean, that can still kill one of the Martyrs potentially. So that's still a risk. Although the Martyr can just one-shot it. Möbelwagen now come in, so you're securing it off. Yeah, you're just completely ignoring this, but so is Espresso, so that actually is
Yeah.
quite well for you. Is he?
You
No,
can see him
he's
shifting
reacting.
away the martyr
Yeah.
as well from the bottom hill.
Mm-hmm.
So
This one, yeah,
I
true.
think I saw it, so I noticed like that he was moving away. Kept that in mind. I didn't really do anything about it, but perhaps in the future.
I mean, that is actually, yeah, I mean, that's really good for you because that means not getting pressured here. You can keep the 59 despite him,
Yeah.
you know, being able to stop this easily. I guess it's one of those typical cases where you kind of have, you see a massive push and you need to make the connection that, well, he can't be strong everywhere, so you want to react where he isn't strong, but instead Espresso focuses entirely on reacting this. And I don't know, did you notice and what was you thinking when you saw this?
Notice what? Sorry.
Did you notice that he was completely focusing on this and just ignoring the rest?
Yeah. Yeah. I also saw, as I said, I saw the martyr move from the top, like the bottom hill. So I knew that he was kind of not prioritizing that, which I mean, I wasn't gonna start pushing there just yet because obviously I have the advantageous position. So, but I did keep it in mind.
Yeah,
And
it
obviously
makes
I
sense.
keep pouring stuff pouring stuff into the north here.
Yeah, and I guess if you look at it at the moment, I mean, there's just the martyrs. As long as there's no Nazon, you can actually fight evenly in the open here.
Yeah.
Right. So
I was surprised he didn't bring any Nashorns. I actually asked him if he brought an NA, and he said he did, but
oh, okay.
he didn't. I don't think he brought them until either very late or early B phase.
I guess we're gonna see. Maybe just put one somewhere where he wanted to hold and not actually push. But I mean, he could put like one here and then secure this off somewhat, or at least make it hard for you to actually push out of it. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna be able to. I think he thought that like I'm not gonna be able to contest the open in the long run anyway. So
the Strutpiers coming in.
I wouldn't really push it.
The T26 coming in for a little counter push, I assume. I mean, there's definitely. I think that can make sense, but he doesn't really have the infantry for it. Because against the SPWs, they can actually trade quite nicely.
Yeah, they do very well against basically all of my stuff except like real panzers. But I don't know if you remember, but I barely brought any in A phase because I had all the martyrs and stuff. So they are actually really good right now.
Yeah, makes sense. No, I've not actually noticed that when I looked at the deck. But yeah, I definitely noticed 2 cards in B and 1 in C. Yeah. Recon plane is out again, but this time the Möbelwagen is here. He's actually, oh wow, it's a massive push here, foaming by Espresso. It's really trying to take this back. Putting everything into it.
He caught me off guard there completely.
Yeah,
I did not.
I was gonna say, you haven't really reinforced this at all so far. Like even this one. I guess you have to pack 40 here. It's just in a limited position at the moment. Although there's not that much you can actually cut off with it.
Yeah, and he's completely aware of it, so it doesn't really do anything. Yeah,
oh, the poor Schwimmwagen.
Yeah. You'll see him push me out of here.
Yeah, I mean, the Marder F22 cannot do anything against 2 Marders. It's just not possible.
I mismicroed this as well, so I think it just kind of died. If I remember.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, the 88 is actually a good call from him over here. Because this can bully you off the hill already as well. Unless you bring a gorilla.
Yeah.
And also serves as some AA coverage. Although this division is not known for being super air spammy, the little Ju-87s are actually quite bad in my opinion, but the Rocket Front Wolf is okay. Yeah. Obviously, I think the Ju-87 cluster plane is a bigger issue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything. I find it hard to not spoil stuff right now.
Yeah, I can understand, but I appreciate it.
You're saying a bunch of things that I know what's going to happen.
I understand. But,
by the way, just a small thing. The Panzerschreck in the...
This one?
The
yeah, I was wondering.
It got so much goddamn value. Like, I was so pissed
off really?
At it. Yeah. I think it killed a Martyr and 2 SPWs. Like, it's gonna kill this one as well.
Oh, wow. I was wondering. It was sitting here. The SPW was basically next to it, but just not right there, so...
And I just... kind of didn't realize until it kind of got killed off by something I can't remember, but
Yeah. So
very very frustrating.
up north, Begleitpioneer doing the work here, winning the first fight, and against the Flame will just reveal itself and go down. Oh yeah, the F-22 gets immediately killed off by all the Martyrs over there. Wow. That is rough. Nice triple bet too. Yeah, it's hard to beat. And it's so efficient. And there we go. Back to the 1410.
My guerrilla up north is gonna get killed as well. Because I just don't.
Yeah, down south, not much happening, but you're right, there's a guerrilla up north coming in against a bunch of Martyrs. Espresso not noticing yet, but one of the Martyrs is now he's actually not pushing it. Interesting.
I think he will shortly.
Yeah. I was surprised about you not having a reinforcer with an AT gun like in here, because this is a really nice position.
I have one.
Actually.
Oh,
you have this one, but
fair. I have
oh no, yeah, there is one. I've missed it. Never mind then.
But it would be better further to the left, so it could look north. But I kind of didn't think about it.
Well, it's also more exposed.
Yeah, and it's kind of a rough forest patch to have control over the other side of, since he.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have something, you need something in here to protect it as well. Oh, yeah, there we go. Panzerschreck is on the move, as you said.
Exactly.
And there goes the SPW.
I think I noticed it then. That it existed in the first place. So.
Oh, it's just a little too late, I guess. More Martyrs coming in. I guess you're running low on them at this point, right? I think we've seen most of them out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I can tell you, like, up north.
At this point, I was thinking I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked. Yeah. Like he has half of my entire win condition like positioning. So I was just thinking it's completely downhill from here.
Okay. Well, I can tell anyone in watching right now, by the way, it's a longer game, so don't think this is gonna be a stump.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in for some good entertainment. I don't actually know what happens either. I've not watched it yet. There's actually a mistake there by Espresso having the Martyrs in the position where they cannot cover this off, so the SPW got in and is doing some work by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And the Guerrilla is trying to kill the Martyr. I guess the other Martyr was already damaged and the Guerrilla killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an Azon.
Yeah, so he does bring it in at B, so that's why I thought he didn't have any name.
Yeah, very passively. Very passively. Well, he probably bought it with his last A-phase income, but only around.
And I might have 88s lurking, so I do understand that he's a bit.
Yeah, I mean, there was a game I remember against Paladin Leper where he rushed in here. He was playing Festung and Kirchen, and immediately reinforced it with the 105s. And I remember this game because I was struggling to get back. He did this, then he took the hill, and I was in full panic mode. And having something like an 88 or 105 over here, if your opponent doesn't have any good armor that can actually, withstand it, and if you struggle with 2 kg,
or the IG-33 in this case,
it's actually really tricky to get back against it. But yeah, I mean, he could just bring an IG, and that would be that.
But Espresso actually brought them in B, which I didn't know.
I noticed,
so so if I knew that, I would definitely have gotten an 88 instead of a Pack 40 somewhere.
Fair. It's kind of a smart play, because he probably expected you to not have that much, because you don't have that much 2k. Probably his expectation was that you would bring them in B to have a little bit more.
The 88?
Yeah.
I actually never thought of that. I mean, I don't know if that would have... I'm not too sure, actually. I never thought of it. So I guess it's irrelevant.
I don't know either. I was just wondering, because I remember you have done it when you played 78 against me last FOB Arena season. Because I have all the heavy stuff. And seeing them in B as well for Espresso made me wonder if you had the same logic, because I would argue 3 would be more than enough in this particular matchup if it wasn't for the 88s.
Yeah, for sure. I would have brought them in A, I think. Yeah, I'm not too sure, actually. I can't really see a reason. Like, 3 should be enough for a B-face card as well.
Yeah, true.
In my opinion. Like, what do you get? 4? Do you get 4 in B?
6, I think.
6 in B?
Yeah, it's actually massive.
6?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's 3-6. At Novet.
Oh, at Novet, yeah. I think I won that.
If you read it, it's 2-6. 2-4, I think.
I'm not sure. I never play with the 8-8 or very rarely.
Oh, the 88. Sorry, I was thinking you were talking about the IG. No,
Oh.
no, no.
Okay,
It's
okay.
2-4. Yeah, it's 2-4. It's 2-4.
Yeah, it's 2-4. Okay, I was very surprised for a second
No, no,
there.
no. I do see a little build up of a push force per glide pan here. So that could definitely actually dislodge you here. I mean, you're not really ready for that.
Yeah.
So
I
it looks
kind of got
like
choked off with the 2K. Like
Yeah.
I can't contest him at all, so he gets to build up.
it looks like the T26 though. Some of them did actually die quite a while ago.
I think they got an SPW and a Panzerjäger with them. So he did get some value out of them.
Oh, okay.
Or a lot.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's actually quite good. Little MG42 battle. But he's still struggling here, but yes, he is moving the IG forward under cover of the NASA and the IG. It's actually a really nice move there, and I don't... Yeah, it doesn't look like you're in a position to actually do anything, and now the Nevils are coming in as well.
Yeah, and all my guerrillas got killed off really early.
Oh yeah, that one is dead too.
Most of them, yeah.
Martha's still alive, so...
Yeah, so I kind of just couldn't kill any of the IGs.
I mean, it's actually dangerous for the Tiger as well. Were you aware that it was still there when you brought in the Tiger? Is this the reason why it's so far back?
I was more scared of Nashorns, I think.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Just like I don't want to engage. I just want them there to kind of get cheeky angles and stuff, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I called it in a bit early.
Yeah. Oh, we do see actually reinforcements in the town, and the Shade 7 going. Oh, you saw the off map, but
yeah.
But he failed to kill it. But there comes the Fokker Wolf. Oh no, it's not going after the off map.
Yeah, I sent the cluster guy at it, and I just thought, well, it's unarmored. Of course, it's gonna die in one in a cluster strike.
I would have expected it too. I'm surprised that it didn't immediately strafe it with this one then.
I think I made like a visceral reaction when I noticed, and you'll see me panic buying a second plane shortly. I think.
Oh,
just to kill it
oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know what kind of, like, as you probably know, I don't play with off maps like ever. Like I know I bring it here, but I never.
Oh no, I've not actually noticed.
So.
Oh, but that might be.
What was I gonna say? Like, I don't know how many charges he has. Yeah.
It is too tight of a turn.
But he doesn't have any AA, so.
Yeah, so it's gonna have two. It's a 210. So anything above 2 but below 300 is gonna be 2 charges usually.
Oh, okay. I'm completely unaware of how it works, but I just really wanted to kill it.
But there we go. Down it goes. Yeah, I think you saw actually that the guns shot first, and that killed it already.
Yeah. I was kicking myself a bit there, but I mean the AA comes in anyway, so.
But the Espresso is quite sure actually that he needed the off map here, which, funny enough, I mean at this point I guess yeah, but he wouldn't have actually needed it. He could have pushed a long time ago. But it's so easy to tunnel vision. As probably I know it, you probably know it as well.
Of course, of course.
Oh, he mistimed the big light penny a little bit. Your unit's actually recovered. Tiger now.
Yeah, just about
to help, but the Nashorn is engaging. I mean, if the Nashorn has to turn, the Tiger could actually take this maybe.
Well, yeah, but you kind of don't want to engage it ever. Like, even a single pen, in my opinion. Like, if I kill the Nashorn and the Nashorn gets a pen, I think that's pretty bad for me. Since I have 2 and he has, like...
Speaking of which, it's engaging it.
12. Yeah, I did micro, I think.
But you got a pen, he got a pen. Oh, but the Tiger missed, and with the rate of fire, I think that's goodbye Tiger here, probably. Yeah, down he goes.
Wasn't happy about that. I think I get the trade, though, with the Panzer IV.
Yeah, I was going to say the Panzer IV is actually dangerously close for the Nashorn. You definitely don't want to have it that close. Now there's an 81mm mortar, really close. Wow, that's some balls here. Oh yeah, look at that. The pusher with the Panzerschreck and the T26 actually kill off your Armada and your SPW.
I sent the mortar in before I noticed, like before he pushed there, so I thought it was safe.
Oh yeah, Panzer IV took out the Nashorn, is now shooting at the Marder. The Marder's retaliating. Down it goes again. Another Nashorn is going. 2 more Nashorns are coming in. Wow.
Yeah. And I think I see it as well shortly. So.
With the sniper, yeah.
Shitting myself here.
So what was your game plan? What was your thinking process at this point in the game?
I mean,
because he's dismantling your holds very effectively right now.
Here, I was just thinking I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I was kind of completely sure that I was gonna lose this, but I was still like, trying to hold off. Like, there's kind of a choke point between the 2 hills where you can't really engage with 2K.
This one? Or what do you mean?
You see, like, kind of where the grill is. Like
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. Oh,
and
yeah, I
there
see.
between there and like you can't really get through without engaging at 1750.
Yeah, I've never thought of this, but yeah, you're right. So you need to hold this, I guess, that your armor is safe, and then you can.
Yeah, exactly. And I was also
Ah.
I don't like if you noticed I was gearing up in the south as well to kind of
Yeah, you needed to
try and see if I
offset
could push
this.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that off map killed I think 2 armored units. I'm pretty sure.
It's actually, there's not that much. There was, I think, a Panzer IV leader,
Three.
and
They killed 3 armored units there,
yeah,
which
looks like it.
was bad for me. But I still am trying to push there a bit. So that was kind of my plan. I just wanted to shift the focus, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense. Solofinza is the first. I think it's the first time I see Espresso losing. It's not the first time that he's losing in a game. But yeah,
Almost.
he's doing very well.
You see me shifting away the mortar once I realize.
Oh yeah, yeah, it makes sense. Oh yeah,
how scripted
absolutely.
it.
Closer in support. Espresso has more
Yeah.
units, says Solofin. Yes, definitely. More armor
But
coming
I
in
do
here.
have a pretty significant ticket lead.
Yeah, that is sad. I mean, the Espresso needs to find ways to pressure you. Although he has plenty of time, there's still 30 minutes left.
Oh yeah,
So it's not in a hurry. The
it
188
wasn't
coming
on my
in
radar that
with
I like could have won this.
big bombs.
Via time.
Oh.
They don't drop.
Wait, what?
You'll see them not dropping, and it goes around for a second strike, and you see the Sturmpai and Pyrofuhrer coming in.
Yeah. Oh
Gonna
no.
insta kill
Oh
them.
no.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That is quite unfortunate. More armor coming in though, and I guess as soon as these die, well, there's still the Panzerbuster, which actually is dangerous to the Panzer IV. And I guess
He has
FA as
Espresso
well
is
because it
really good
has
at
lower armor.
positioning the panzer bushes in houses. You'll see in the middle, if you go to the middle of the map, you see the bush there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's an insane like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was really impressed by that, and I asked him afterwards because like, whoa. Here you see the not so air spamming deck, by the way. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, there we go. Going after the IG-33 and the IG-18. I mean, those are at least a little bit better because they're rocket planes, but still, all flying so close over the Flag 43 is pretty risky, actually. Luckily for you, I think it's switching. No, it's not switching. Oh, it's manually targeting Ju-87.
Yeah.
That's why. That might go down, though. It still kills an awesome. That is rough.
Yeah. I mean, 7/8 Sturm doesn't really have that good AA, so I was thinking I could do something. It has like one card of 7/1s. It has one card of 7/8 or 7/1s.
Yeah, but the Flag 43 is actually quite good as well.
I mean, yeah, I was thinking I could just mortar them and like stuff like that.
Fair. Oh yeah, now the mobile wagons coming in as reinforcement. We have basically nothing left of it. The push is really, at this point, pretty much done. But Espresso's taking his time. He's not actually rushing things. I mean, you still holding this flag. It's actually giving you the 13-11 at the moment.
Yeah, it's like by a thread. So
now I can see them coming in. Yeah, you really try by the looks of it to stay at these places where you can fight in tighter areas, eh?
I'll fall back from there as well, I think.
Oh, okay.
To where the mobile wagon is.
Well, now it's clearing this out, so now having armor back here is not that easy anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Although you can actually, I've never not thought of this, you can actually cover it from up here as well, I guess.
Yeah, I think I may have done that. I can't really remember actually. Because like the thing is, as soon like the range doesn't matter as long as I can engage because he doesn't actually have armor on his units.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I do want to be at max range. Like or I don't mind it. It's not like if it was a Jagdpanzer where I need to be really close. So it is still fine for me to lose this ground.
Yeah, I get the concept, yeah. You know, class it takes a lot of time to manually get those AT guns to the perfect spot in the house. Yeah, it's quite. I tried to learn this because a Walter has pulled it off against me a few times as well, and it's really good at this too. It's not that easy to do it. I struggle because for me they always go into weird position. I can't really get them in the right spot because the mouse immediately locks.
Yeah, when you're calling in an AT piece, it actually doesn't lock, so you can. It's kind of like a yellow forest.
Oh, so when you call it in, you put it in the right spot. Already.
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I have to try that.
There is some scenario where you can do it. So
Mhm.
it basically acts as a yellow forest, like line of sight wise.
Oh, that's actually. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I remember asking in some server if there's a setting to not make it snap because that would be really strong.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Okay, very interesting. But now we see the Stück pushing another Nas and Nigel is coming in. Let's see if the ace dies. Mard is still alive, actually. Not a Panzer IV in position. Are you keeping it back here deliberately? I mean, you can see with the sniper, I guess, and then decide when you actually want to move it.
Yeah.
Nas
As
one
I
is
said,
now
I do want
quite
to kind
close.
of hold the choke. I've given
Yeah.
up on the flag at this point, pretty much.
So the whole goal here is just defend. I mean, you've definitely lost a lot of units. There's just so much blue, not that much red
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm outtraded for sure here.
So
There's no doubt.
what was your, outside of the choke, what was the kind of strategy you want to do to...
That was it, basically.
Oh, really? That's it? It's just hold the choke?
I mean, if I lose the choke, it's 2k, and I just lose.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Like, obviously, there are ways around. I could smoke and be creative and all of that stuff, but generally speaking, I will lose in the long run there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can
So
also
hold the choke and push somewhere else.
Yeah, we can also see reinforcing of Shrimpire, for example, because I guess what's your idea here, that you kind of just need to hold this in order to be able to hold the choke, or
Yeah, as
or
I
was
said,
this just
the hill has a lot of utility, so I
Mhm.
was trying to hold it just for the side shots and eventually, like I could sneak in with stuff and hit IG-33s.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, I did want to keep it, but it's obviously really hard.
Oh, we've seen a cheeky little move with the Flamer, and you actually tried to get the flag by moving the Focke-Wulf in, but now there's two flag 43s. I'm not sure if the
And an
Focke-Wulf's gonna
88.
survive. Yeah. No, it was stopped in time.
Yeah.
Unless the 88 gets it. Guerrilla's coming in as well. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to cut his off.
Yeah.
Or
No, I
kill
see
this
the
one.
flag 43, yeah. I really wanted, because at
Mhm.
this point I had like 4 or 5 planes.
Oh, yeah, okay, it makes a lot of sense. 81 mil
So I did
actually
want to kill.
on the Schützenheer now to get the flag.
One thing I was kicking myself over is, like, obviously you can do the trick where you ground attack with the Guerrilla to basically act as an artillery piece, and I just didn't think of it, which I was really frustrated about, because that would be so useful here. Like, that would be the flag basically for free until he brings in a Nashorn.
Oh, yeah, you
keep
could just
have the Panzerjäger, so-
sit back here somewhere where you can watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, true. Actually, absolutely true, yeah.
But I just
Isn't-
didn't think of it, so...
Espresso's Naples are in action. They're doing some work over here. We've seen this one previously. I mean, clearing this off. Now he's cleared that one off. But so far, it doesn't seem like they're like absolutely game changing. But to me, it kind of looks like he was gonna get this anyway with the forces he built up.
Yeah.
Or did you feel that was different? Oh, Panzerschreck now sneaking in for your Panzer IV.
Yeah, I saw it. Somehow I saw the Panzerschreck, and I was like,
really?
okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, and I was like,
Is the
I'm gonna
sniper maybe
intercept
seeing
that.
it?
Yeah. I'm gonna intercept that. I'm gonna get in with this Drimpio, and then I just
Yeah.
forgot about it completely.
Oh,
so
is it gonna? I guess it's gonna kill the transport then. Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. So this is where I was like, I'm gonna intercept
massive
this.
strike here.
Yeah. But yeah, you'll see me losing the Panzer IV, I think.
Oh yeah, now he moved a little bit too early and down he goes. The Guerrilla though does find the flag 43. Fails to kill it so far though. Is he gonna get another shot off? Oh, it's re-aiming. Yeah, that's a problem if you walk like sideways, as it compared to how the Guerrilla is facing, which then it needs to adjust. I see this with some other with like ATPs as well sometimes when there's when they're like sitting somewhere like here and the tank is driving fast this way.
Yeah.
They just keep adjusting the angle constantly and turning and they just never get to shoot. It's quite unfortunate there. Oh, Alot is here, the Swedish Derby, he says. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking like, oh, it's fine if I lose because it's espresso. So I wasn't too mad.
Oh, Stück versus Guerrilla here by looks with Panzer IV coming in. I mean, it's one of his few armored units, so that dies.
Yeah.
Is it damaged
Yeah,
already?
I think I lose every
No,
single
it isn't.
Guerrilla in some stupid way like this.
Oh, we have another Tiger coming in though. I'm surprised about Espresso, like he gets this, but he's not actually pushing forward with the Nashorns at all. Oh, this is a way too far level strike. It's probably not going to achieve all that much. Unless he gets super... He got super lucky. I was just going to say, unless he gets super lucky, it's not going to do much. But He did get he did get quite lucky.
Yeah.
All the
I think
close.
that's all my guerrilla now.
Yeah. CQC Stück. I used the 81 mil against it.
I forgot the Panzerschreck.
Oh, this
one in
one.
the back
Yeah,
first,
makes
yeah.
sense, makes sense. But I mean, you have a lot of armor here actually as well. Just currently busy fighting the Schützen. It definitely struggles to push forward here.
Yeah, it's pretty rough to like push anyway here. Like it can be finicky.
Yeah, especially against the Sturmschützen. I mean, if you have
Oh, yeah.
armor, they will not have an easy time pushing, but at the same time, you will not have an easy time pushing against those either, because it's kind of like the AFTO, really. Just not as good at CQC. Well, actually, no, it might be as good, but I mean...
Someone knows if they're
yeah,
like,
yeah, Bloody
there's some
Spill will
stats
know.
about
Bloody
this.
Spill will know the stats.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the chat, so let me know if it's actually
really?
better or not. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's kind of like an AFTO in that sense. You cannot really push past it at CQC, and if you move a tank too close, it's gonna get killed off.
Yeah, but they're still like, I think they're like pretty. They have utility as well. Like they're pretty useful in a lot of
Oh
places.
yes,
you know?
yes. I personally like them for town maps.
Oh yeah, 30 points though.
It's
be a bit-
pricey. It's pricey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Your Panzer IV did die. Panzerschreck's still alive. And now we do see that now someone's moving, including Nigel. So the poor tiger here is probably, I think his days are numbered. You don't need to spoil it, but I do have a feeling. I have a feeling that it's probably not going to survive for too long.
I won't
mean-
say anything.
Espresso is really just taking his time pushing here. I mean, he has you definitely defeated at this point, in principle.
Yeah,
So
it's just time. It's starting to get a bit spicy. Like 20 minutes left.
yeah,
And he basically has to kill me completely.
absolutely. I mean,
so-
he will have to take you down, and he has to make sure that he doesn't trade too poorly, because losses now are hard to replenish in C phase.
Yeah.
Maverick. So if you can
sure.
fight a good defensive game,
Yeah.
obviously that can
I mean,
change.
I think this is around the time where I was like, oh shit, I could win on time here.
Oh, another row
I'm
of
lucky.
planes coming in, but there is still the two Flak 43s.
They're a bit far back though, so I.
One last one, did it go down? I think it did to the Panzer IV, did it?
Yeah.
I think the
They do
J
have to turn, so like in this fight, they're
might get
actually not favored at all.
No, it doesn't get in. Oh yeah, Nigel goes down as well. Aces always die. The Tiger is not actually engaging it, but it's just pulling some Schützen. Oh, nice positioning of the Panzer IV now. Just slowly
Yeah, so
taking
this
it apart.
is the choke point I was kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna move this Panzer IV to the left, and it's kind of a choke.
Oh, this is actually
Especially,
really cool.
especially for Nashorns, because they have to
Yeah,
turn.
yeah, definitely. I've never thought of this. It's actually really nice. But the Tiger E here is really lucky to survive, and the plane did go down, so you paid for that.
Yeah.
I think that was a little bit of maybe a little bit too early. Maybe not,
Yeah,
because
I
the Focke-Wulf,
Yeah.
as you probably know, even if you do just a little bit of damage that is a one hit, it is already enough work done, right? But at the same time, you kind of need more planes to pull this off successfully. Like,
Yeah.
doing it the
I mean, I'm not
Königs
famous
way.
for my airplay. I'm pretty sure, like, if Koenig
No,
were to
yeah.
watch this, he would have been not too happy.
Yeah,
Not
I
too
can,
thrilled.
I can imagine. Another off map going out, so you're finally about to lose
Yep,
this hill,
and,
actually.
Panzerschreck just going.
Good. Oh, yeah.
completely nuclear on
It's
me.
gonna get another one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
I
actually
noticed,
driving
and I
into it.
just can't really go anywhere.
I mean,
So
you
it's
could
gonna
try
die.
to escape forwards, but that's also a risky call. You obviously don't know what's there.
I did try to poke forward quite a
Yeah.
lot, and I just kept getting killed. So I didn't really dare.
Are you really desperately trying to hold on to this flag now? I'm surprised I didn't do not actually start. Calling something is not what I would consider a bad choice, but I'm surprised I did
Yeah.
not actually,
I
calling
think I'm
something that he
gonna-
can sit in here defensively, because obviously you want to make sure that if this falls, Espresso cannot just continue his push on, right?
And I mean, even more so, like holding the
Ooh.
range there means that Espresso can't engage the troops in the little valley, like below
Yes,
the hill,
exactly.
without first killing the.
Oh,
local
it's the
stuff.
Focke-Wulf. Focke-Wulf takes it down. I would not have expected it. The Flak 43 was in a... Oh, you were... That was so
Yeah,
unlucky
I
for
was
Espresso.
lucky.
It was in a very bad spot where I couldn't see. But
I
yeah,
got
the
lucky
other
there.
off map is going to go down, and that's going to hurt quite a bit, because the reinforcement are right in it, and the 81 mil and the mobile wagon might get hit as well.
Can't remember really.
Are you actually... you loop around and try to kill her, so you decided to not do it, but... Wow. that was a ballsy call initially to go after it
Is it
immediately.
on a move order? No, it's not.
No,
I don't know
no.
why it was weird like that.
It was. Now it's focusing the Focke-Wulf, but oh, that one must have been a close one. Wow, we do see the first Hummel.
Yeah,
But we do
I
see the
was,
13 land for Espresso now.
yeah, I wasn't really like I don't know why I bought that, to be honest.
Well,
It was a bit of a panic buy. I thought like I think I wanted to kill the AA because at this point still I had a lot of planes.
but I actually
Um,
I think now it might
yeah,
not be that good of a call, but I think if you bought it like 5 minutes earlier or even
Yeah.
10 minutes earlier, then Espresso could basically just push you off the map, and he didn't do it. I think if you grinded him down enough, he'd probably have just taken away his ability to push in time.
Yeah, I mean I'm not happy with the choice of buying the Hummel in like now afterwards.
Oh, dude, there is a last Gorilla coming in.
Oh, there is, yeah, and I just die with it.
Is that the general theme of your Gorilla?
Yeah, in this game, yeah,
Yeah.
generally maybe.
But Espresso is just bought another off map for something that he could have probably pushed without it again. So I think Espresso's just not very economical at the moment, which is really costing him.
I mean, I think it had a lot of value. Like, it did push me out of the little forest patches that would otherwise be pretty annoying to get through.
Yeah, but I mean, he has Sturmpire, Sturmschütz and everything. I guess the problem that he has here is, despite having traded well, he's very infantry heavy, and if you have to push versus armor with infantry, especially since he didn't actually take any AT guns, that's not that easy to do. Because the armor can actually hold him off quite efficiently. I think that's also part of what we see here.
I was surprised he didn't like Nebel Strike to get me off. Like, that would have been 170 points, not spent in the off map.
Yeah.
Just use the Nebel.
Yeah, it would have been efficient enough, actually. You're right.
I don't know why I went for that.
For airstrike.
But I did.
Yeah, killing the Stigov is probably not possible. Oh, but this time, against two of those anti-88, I have to imagine this Focke-Wulf's going to go down. In the meantime, up north, I see what you mean with the Gorilla. I think it's going to get shot at by the Nashorn and Tamada. But two Nashorns.
I did manage to kill one IG.
Down he goes,
one HP IG I managed to kill.
And now we have the Nashorn versus Tiger fight. It's not looking very good for the Tiger. Nashorn is actually pulling back. I guess he wants to have all of them engage at the same time.
I was surprised because, I mean, obviously that was a bad move by me having it that far up, but I was surprised of him like pulling away because he did get the first pen. I'm pretty sure. It looks suppressed.
Does it?
The tiger.
The tiger. Aha, the tiger got penned. Yeah. So I was surprised because I mean, what reason would there be to not pull back? But I guess if you have three of them engaging at the same time and you don't risk losing one, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, maybe. But here we see
the Panzer IV is again.
Yeah, you'll see here. Like, this is kind of the thing I was going
hurting,
for.
But it did get the kill this time.
It did die, but you see me pulling the second Panzer IV forward here, and I still have the one on the north.
Oh yeah, and it's already ready to shoot. The Nashorn. Oh, but it also is turning. It's one of the annoying things that sometimes to do as well. Is it? Oh, he couldn't decide what to shoot. Is that?
There was
hill crashing maybe.
Yeah, there was a previous time. This was not the one I was thinking about. There was a one engagement before where it went way better for me.
Tiger. Oh wow, gun jammed. What a lucky shot there. So Tiger, that actually giving you some value, and the Panzer IV come into a nice little flying position, but down he goes, taking a nice one with him though. The move line is in a very aggressive position. I was kind of surprised he didn't pull it back, but with the Marder here, it's definitely not a good call to pull it back.
It's kind of awkward for him again to push over the hill there because he first needs to secure the kind of like my side of the hill. Like I think I'm gonna put the Panzer IV there, so he can't push.
Ah, okay. A lot is actually pointing out the problem here is moving the Panzer IV to engage instead of waiting for the Nashorn to move into view themselves. Yeah, absolutely right here.
It was a bit of a misplay, for sure.
But yeah, here we see the problem again. He's pushing with a lot of infantry, but that can actually quite easily get stopped by just a Panzer IV, like somewhere up here, or even over here.
At this point, it's actually very much time is a really big problem.
Yeah, I mean, he feels the pressure. I do believe he needs to get S16-8 at some point if he wants to still pull this off.
Yeah, which is possible for sure, but
yeah, definitely. I mean, your lines are
the 88, the 88 I'm pulling in is especially good because he needs to like slowly roll forward his IGs to kill that, which is gonna take time.
The 80 I was going to comment on it. The 80 is actually a good call because the air cheating is not that fast, and the Nashorns obviously will lose against it. Despite
something weird happened here. I know. I'm pretty sure. Like you'll see soon. But I was really pissed off because I think I unloaded it, and it just kind of fucks around for a bit. You see, like it's not aiming. It's not doing anything. So that was a bit annoying. But I do manage to win the fight actually somehow. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Panzer IV coming in, and the Nashorns are once again not close enough. Too close. Sorry. But he's now just calling in infantry to rush in. And another Panzer IV is engaging from the sides. It did take out what's it called? The Marder previously. Oh, but if the Schützen get close enough, they can actually kill it off. And get them a flag, but it's still 12-12, so it's actually quite a problem. They get in, but they're not quite there yet. Another one goes down. The 88 is still surviving.
Do you see that? Like they try to face front armor to like both of my units. They don't do anything. You see that like the one is just standing there.
Yeah, it doesn't know what to do. It doesn't know where to align.
That kind of fucked him. I think he needs to manually target one.
Yeah, it's.
And here
so
you see the MVP of the game, the mobile wagon. Look at it. Look at it. It's going crazy.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I kind of missed that action. Oh, Panzer IV pulling back just in time. Schützen getting, well, more damaged. The 88 is holding, yeah. He needs to wait for the IG to push, and there's only one Nashorn left here. He needs to buy another one, but that's his basically one tick of income. Not basically, it is one tick of income. Actually, I have not noticed this. You've actually managed to push back in here.
I have no clue how that happened.
With the Hummel, I guess. I just saw the Hummel blasting away for a little bit, but I guess it just kind of killed off everything over here. Wow. So Espresso just, it took too much time and actually allowed to get in position, and now he's under a lot of pressure to push in time and just struggles to do so.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna completely attribute this win to that mobile wagon. Like if it
Look
wasn't
at that.
there, I was probably kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's blasting away at the Sturmschützen while reinforcements are on the way. Oh, the 88's actually, no, not the 88. What is shooting at it? The Panzer IV? The Panzer IV is shooting at the IG-18. Something was going after it.
Yeah. I'd really want, like, obviously, I recognize that it's the only threat to the position at this point.
Oh, the Mobilwagen is finally pinned, and the 188 is coming in.
I really want to kill the IG-33, and I do manage to get it. At this point, I don't know what's happening. Like, this is really scuffed.
But he's pushing in here now with a Nashorn. Like, Espresso's doing a good job at actually taking this back. So, yeah, I guess the point about asking about strategy is really pointless. At this point, it's really just bring in anything that can hold, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you even have I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
You even have a Luchs. Wow.
I just didn't really find the time to bring them. Like, obviously, this game hasn't really been too many infantry engagements.
Yeah, it makes sense. Although over here, I think it would have been quite useful, actually.
Yeah, I do bring one or two, I think, up there, but they're pretty expensive, so.
Now Espresso here is crumbling, and you're actually going for the push. Despite him being on the 15-9 now, this thing is now pushing heavily. The Mobilwagen will probably not survive for that much longer, I would assume. And over here, actually under a lot of pressure as well.
You'd be surprised.
No way. No way.
I think the Panzerbusch is going to kill it.
Ah, yeah, no, okay. So it makes sense.
I guess talking different time frames here, but like, I mean, it's done its thing. It's done its job.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying, this time it's probably going to die. Sturmschützen's now doing the work over here, but the Panzer two Luchs is in to prevent that by the looks of it. Would actually bring you back to the 14-10. Be impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really thinking about the tick at this point, because I just need to prevent the collapse.
Well, a lot is actually pointing it out, and I think you might be right that at this point, double tick might actually still be enough, and it could be just enough, yeah. It might be.
I would not say so at all.
I think maybe now not, but a little bit earlier. Probably when he wrote it, it would have been.
But I'm back to a 14-10.
Oh, another Nashorn getting in too close. The Panzer IV kills it. I would have expected a Mobilwagen to die to that, but no. I mean, you already told me, but
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it dies to that. But I'm actually not sure.
The pusher is actually going quite successful. I mean, he has some shoots, and he doesn't even. Nah, there comes on the shoot. Oh, it's going in deep over here though. It's not actually holding this. So the Schützen would have made the Schützen would have made a great difference here. The Schützen against Panzerwagen G43 up close will definitely lose. The hill is really collapsing. Wow. Another one is coming in, but it's going through the town. I'm surprised about this. We kind of want to think like in here would be a really useful tool to hold off your infantry and armor.
Yeah, I mean the Schutzen somehow won that fight, by the way.
Is
I'm
it?
not sure how that happened. I was kind of...
No, it's in the buildings. That's weird.
And it isn't even double that. I'm actually not... Maybe because it has another machine gun or submachine gun. Because you see it
Oh, yeah. That's obviously going to be quite, yeah. I think it's the SMG. You're right. I have not noticed that.
So
And
I
the
do
armor's
that,
just...
I'm pretty puzzled about it. I thought I was gonna win, but
Yeah,
was
the
not.
armor's just sitting there and watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm scared because I've noticed at this point that he has the double
Yeah.
Panzerschreck, so
Navals are coming in,
I
blasting
can't
away
do
again.
anything.
Oh, yeah, but that's tricky. The looks coming. The previous one died. I don't know to what, maybe the 88 or the H18, more likely.
Yeah. It might be at first. You'll see the 88 in a CQC fight in just a moment.
Oh, oh wow. Does it still have HE? It has 3 shells.
I think he even attacked
Let's see if that's
positions
gonna be
my
enough.
flamer. I thought it was pretty
Oh,
funny.
yeah. Wow, but the Panzer IV, actually, I mean, yeah, he's lost all his armor. Again, he doesn't have any AT guns, which I was wondering about that. And all of a sudden, the Panzer IV is able to just push back over here and get the 1410
Yeah.
as a massive move. I mean, if you look on the map, you're still, I think, disfavored here. You still have less units,
Oh, for
but
sure.
you just need to buy time. But I think the difference is nowhere where it was before.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean, he
he
has to push
traded
pretty desperately, so
really efficiently. But I think it's really just a choke point over here. That worked so well. I mean, so many Nasons died here. It's actually quite nuts.
yeah. I didn't realize that like bullshit with the you know the Nashorns not choosing a target. I think that kind of fucked him completely. I probably wouldn't like the choke point or whatever wouldn't have
Oh,
done
we're gonna
anything.
see the CQC fight very soon. So you can shoot at this distance.
I'm pretty sure. Like I was kind of scared that it would like my Flammenwerfer would lose.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's aiming.
Yeah, you see. I think you see him if you.
Oh, but it
no,
has
no,
to. Yeah, it has to move. He's ground attack with an 88. That's CQC. What is this? Wow.
Incredible micro.
Wow. This is so. Never seen anything like this. Oh yeah, I mean it's blasting away, but it's not really doing that much damage. That's quite surprising, actually.
I mean, it does have 4 HP, right?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, it runs out of ammo. I think it may have.
Oh
run
yeah,
out of
yeah.
ammo.
True. There's out of ammo instead of flame, just finished. Could have fun maybe without ammo. With
Yeah,
ammo.
I'm pretty sure it would have.
I think one more shot and the flame would have probably come down. But that's actually pretty fun. But yeah, so that is it, and the win for you. So congrats again. That was actually a really nice
Thank you.
game. I think especially the defense with the choke point that paid off massively. I did not know of that. Never thought of it too.
The stakes were high because I can't get 2-0'd by a guy playing NOV. That was kind
Well,
of.
I think I commented on this as well, but it's just
Yeah.
I have been on the receiving end of Espresso's NRV as well, and I think Espresso is one of the only people who actually can play this stuff properly. And
Nobody told me about this expertise beforehand.
Cell is actually one of the very few maps where you can actually have some success with it. I would still argue that it's
still very one-sided in my opinion. Like,
yeah, but I mean, I think another contributing factor to this is just I was in the same boat because I lost against his as well with Rösselsprung, by the way.
oh really?
And it's it's just last season, and it's really just you don't know what to expect from an OV unless you've played it.
Yeah,
and if your opponent can actually play it, because I've recently tried to play it a few times, and so was not in tournament games, only one time. And I always have failed because I don't know how to play it. But with Espresso, it's like, first of all, he knows how to play, and second of all, if you are just not knowing what to expect, and you also don't know how to play against it at all, and that can actually make a massive difference.
For sure. Still though, it does hurt somewhere to lose to the worst division in the game.
Yeah, well,
at the end of the day,
it's at least not the worst on Cell, I guess has to be said.
Fair enough.
I mean, what I did notice though when I played against it, and still a theory that I need to test, is I do believe if you actually take it a little bit slow and grindy, you should actually be able to win against it.
Yeah, I mean,
because
probably
it
I'm
cannot
not
grind.
used to
It cannot
thinking about
grind
stuff like
well.
this.
The problem that I, for example, had, I actually bought a lot of artillery and some good planes when I played against him in that
Yeah,
game, and I just constantly tried to push and wasting my infantry against his 50 mils, which he uses expertly. I think this is the big problem that you have. If you have expensive infantry and no 50 mils, and he has 50
yeah,
mils,
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah,
rough for you actually. So
yeah.
at least in my game, that was all that it took, just having 50 mils and
Oh yeah, he
some
shredded the
CQC.
shit out of me with
And
his 50
yeah,
mils. It
see,
was
see,
insane.
this what happened to me too. And then you can't push, but if you take it a little bit slower and just grind him down with artillery, because NOV can't really fight that, then you actually have a fighting chance, I would argue. But I still need to test
Yeah,
that theory. I've not
you're
actually seen your
probably right.
game. Did you get the good side or the bad side?
I think he got the bad side.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
then
not. I like.
because
Hate Cell and I never played, so I'm not
oh,
too
okay,
like. I
yeah.
don't know what side is the good one, to be honest.
Because I definitely noticed when I played, if you're on the bad side, it's a lot harder to also go slow and grindy. Not that I would have taken it slower. I would have just wanted to win and be aggressive with Russell
Yeah,
because I did underestimate NOV when I played against it.
yeah,
But it's just I think I've seen this a few times playing Ruch Marupana on Cell. Whenever you get the bad side with a division that struggles to push, it's really rough to go grindy because your opponent can just sit there and be like, yeah, okay, have fun. I'm taking
yeah,
you down
yeah.
now. Um,
I'm
but
not
yeah,
a Cell player. I'll be staying tuned for your playing or every map, whatever series.
yeah, well, probably someone asked for cells. I'll probably do that next. Although I'm not a
All
master
right.
of cell either. But I mean, I didn't actually notice this. The trades were really close, by the way. Like
Yeah, I
30
mean, I pulled
points
it back in
difference.
the end.
Yeah, definitely,
But
definitely.
for the like majority of the game, Espresso was way better.
And if you look at the
Not a doubt.
chronology, it really only traded well in the open, and then it kind of started going downhill here, really. Like minute,
Yeah,
yeah,
getting completely shit on.
not that much happening for a while, and then minute 7-ish. It's actually Espresso is just dismantling you, and he just took too long to push. Really, I think is what it
Yeah,
is.
as I said, I was kind of thinking I was fucked after 8 minutes into the game.
And then we actually see once he started pushing, you getting kills once again. You definitely had a very good defensive game here.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. Because it's usually, I wouldn't say it's usually what I do well, like defensive.
No, I wouldn't say so either. I mean, you're not. I mean, you're obviously better than me, but I see you more as an offensive player, definitely, as a defensive one.
Yeah, I've started learning more
Oh,
Vanguard and stuff,
look at
but
that.
beautiful, beautiful Fancy Fours. They were so good this game.
Oh wow, you actually. Oh yeah, in the town, I guess the Black 43.
Yeah,
I mean, your Panzer forced it. Yeah, the Möbelwagen. Look at that go.
MVP. So good.
Crazy, crazy. And I just like Martyrs, yeah, the Martyrs were absolutely devastating. You lost so many things to those.
Yeah.
Some shoots and doing well. The off map, doing off map things. The Nebels actually did quite a bit. I have to say,
Yeah,
at
they were
least the
by no
one.
means bad. Like I would have bought them as well. And I think he played well with them.
Yeah, he used them more for pinning than actual killing for the most part, I feel like, unless some close range strikes. But it did work. Narson, and they did actually get some killer. And the Narson doing Narson things. But yeah, the Narson, you don't see that many kills from the Narson, actually. So that's definitely telling
Yeah,
us
I
a lot.
tried avoiding them to the best of my ability.
That is telling us. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you have to do, right? But yeah, it
Yeah.
was actually a very, very, very nice and interesting game. So thank you for joining in.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun watching,
Thank
and
you.
I
Thank
hope
you
it was
for
fun for you as
having me.
well.
Oh, without a doubt. For show. All right. Good luck with the stream. And
Yeah,
whatever.
thanks. It was
I'll
nice
see
having
you.
you here.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. All right. So that was really fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Having the code cast. It was more of a I think casual chat than the proper cast, but you can let me know in the comments after the stream ends, or on my Discord if you enjoyed this, and then we can do that more often, hopefully. But yeah, so that was an interesting thing. Definitely an exciting game too. So, by the way, it would also have been interesting to cast the other game, but I gave him the choice which one was actually more interesting. And he decided to go with not the stomp one because he got stomped. But I know it was actually quite a short game too. So I definitely understand that, taking the one that I think is a bit more interesting to talk about. Because this one was definitely actually somewhat close, looking at it now, because obviously I knew that he won. I've seen the results already, but if you watch this and see how poorly he traded, I think that was actually could have been a very, very, very close game, or actually very different too. So we are, I think, gonna move on to some more things. So different things just suggested some different things that we can do if some people are interested. So if Minivan Clan is here, he can join in now. Just let me know if you're here and ready, because he asked if he can just play a fun little game. So this is one of the options that I offered, with either a fun matchup that he comes up with, or a fun matchup that I come up with, or one that you come up with. And depending on whether he wants or not, we can just have a little chat while we're playing, taking a little bit more casual, more fun, maybe hopefully for you. You're here, all right. Then you can just get into the waiting room channel as well if you want to join the Discord and join the stream. If not, you can let me know if you have a matchup here in the chat, a fun one, and then we can. All right, he joined in, so I'm going to move you now. Hello. Good afternoon, or good morning for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
Okay, it's quite early. Well, no, not that early.
No, it's not too early.
Right, welcome. So, did you have time to come up with an interesting and fun matchup, or do you want to let me decide?
I have a couple ideas. We can definitely do something chat once, or an idea, but I had one silly one, which was the light tank crappy spam battle between Brony Rana and SNP.
I was not gonna lie, I was actually thinking of that as well.
Really?
Yes.
And the secondary option I thought of was like a Mountaineer battle between Fifth Geb and 126 Gorno.
Ooh, okay. So, which one do you prefer?
I'm indifferent.
Okay, chat.
I think the light tank one could be hilarious, possibly.
Yeah, definitely agree. All right, let's. What is a good map for that potentially? I wouldn't choose too long range because then Nirvana can use its medium tanks to just lock it down. It can't be super close range either, because then SMP has it, basically. Anyone in chat has a good idea what's a good matchup? But then I guess let's go with the armor matchup. Which one do you want to play? Of the two. You can also wait for the map if you want.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was gonna let you decide that. I don't have much experience in either of them.
I've played both.
I played both a bit,
but I've not played Runner that much. What do you guys think in the chat?
Which map? I could play the Bulgarians.
What map do you think is suitable? Because I would have been thinking of something like maybe
like Harrow.
Harrow, yeah, I was thinking of that too, because I think that is a map that at least both sides can do something with the light armor. And then obviously you have an advantage at the CQC, but if you have SNP and Pronirana has the advantage at range. Right, chat, which division do you want me to play? We do it like that. Szczecin, let's go. Oh no, we're not going to play Szczecin. Szczecin, I think, would actually be quite unbalanced here, because I think Pronirana has an easy win there with the range. I think. And the off maps.
Perhaps.
But yeah, I think Harrow is a good idea. Alright guys. Give me the division that I should play, and then Minivan Clan's gonna play the other one. No answer. Okay, I'm just gonna do a flip. If it's heads, I'm gonna take Pronirana. If it's tails, I'm gonna take SMP. Just need to find a bot channel. Wait, heads? Yeah, heads for Pronirana, tails SMP. Tails. I'm gonna play SMP.
Nice.
All right. So I think If you need a deck, take your time. I think I have one ready. I just play my regular deck. I think it has all
Yeah,
the.
I have one too.
Unless you want me to put more light tanks in, because I can still use 3 points to to put in more light tanks.
It's up to you. I have
All right, let's go for it then.
like 36 light tanks.
Yeah, I have 26. Let's make it. Okay, I need to rebuild this real quick. Hold on. Let's make an S&P meme deck then. I guess what income do we just mirror? I guess that's the best one probably.
Yeah,
Alright.
Vanguard or Maverick, whatever you want.
Let's do Vanguard then. Alright, and then is there any difference between these two? No, one has more armor. I'm gonna take that one. Okay, I have now 50 light tanks.
That's crazy.
Well, I haven't vetted them. Maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Oh yeah, maybe I should unvet this. Well,
What do you want?
I don't get too many more.
Okay, then I'm gonna bet them as well. Then we have, I think,
Yeah.
equal grounds here, somewhat. I mean, it should be more about the fun and less about doing the best play. All right, I need to hurry up. I will build a Vanguard and quickly make a little meme deck. I guess I still have to take some mediums. I cannot not. Or do we do only light tanks? Actually, that would be an interesting one. Well, you don't have that many, do you? So
That'd
no.
be rough for me.
Yeah, no. Let's keep it. Let's keep it at that. Okay. I do my best to make this fast.
Take your time.
It just needs to be somewhat functional.
Brony Rana has this 10-point, 37 mil gun with 40 mils of pen. This could actually be quite good.
Oh yeah, true.
I don't normally have that on my deck.
But I think even the crappiest light tanks you have probably be. Well, let's go. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out. I will probably be mad at it because it will not do what I want it to do. But
I wasn't gonna take it, but if you take it, I'll take it.
yeah, let's take it. Let's take it. I take mine.
Okay.
We both have crappy AT guns. Let's see how they actually perform. I'm curious now. All right, and then we're just gonna need an artillery gun or two. Hold on. That's the better one. All right, almost ready. Oh, actually, no. I need to. I need to build an infantry tab. I'm not almost ready. Yeah, that's just. Don't need to optimize that and everything here. Snibby just says, I want Minivan to suffer from Bronny for beating me last night. Apparently you left an impression on him.
I was third armored versus Kessel on Orsha East.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I was playing third and got the good side, so with the 4 GPA, I was pretty much able to get to the last houses on the hill.
Yeah, Kessel is not particularly good on Orsha East, in my opinion. It is okay, but it's definitely not fantastic.
Yeah, I countered with third.
Yeah,
which I want to play more. It's a lot of fun. I really like that division.
It's a cool one. It's just I find it very hard to play, to be honest. But that might also be me. I'm not much of an armor player, so. All right, just spamming out things here. Hold on, I need to change something here, maybe. Ah, it's gonna be alright. Maybe this. Oh, actually, maybe some CKC would be a good idea. There we go. Oh yeah, let's see. That's gonna do probably. Look, I think there is an AT unit. Well, no, I'm not gonna take that. Would actually be quite unfair if I have that in A phase. All right, my beam deck is ready. Let's see how this is gonna do. That's gonna be a fiesta. All right, I'm gonna host. Gonna host this. Give it the invite code. It is allies versus allies. Right, here's the deck code, and let's get going. So would you describe yourself more as an armor or an infantry player? Because I actually don't know.
I don't know either, man. Like, I got a little bit over 300 games now, so
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm still. I like a mix of both.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I think I definitely like to play with some armor.
All right.
I mean, there's no you have to do everything regardless, right? So
Yeah. I mean, if you want, especially if you want to play tournaments, you have to do a little bit of everything. If you just want to play quick play, I mean, you can really be happy with just playing whatever you want, but.
okay,
All right, let's
ready to go.
let's see. It's going to be a massive spam fest. It's definitely going to be a massive spam fest. So I'm definitely not gonna focus so much on playing the optimal play and more what's fun, which is gonna be tons of light
same.
tanks. Okay.
Panie? Na tejto pozícii budeme nasadzovať. Taxi pripravené.
It's actually, I was also thinking of at some point, but I think that's probably much less entertaining to watch, but maybe fun to play, depending on what kind of person. I was thinking at some point of doing a kind of World War One adaptation. So
Yes.
mostly infantry, biplanes only, and then in C phase you can use like the. I know it's not World War One tanks, but you can use like the crappy little French or whatever tank. That might be fun at some point as well, and obviously lots of artillery machine guns. But
SMP would be perfect. You can call like 40 artillery pieces in.
yeah.
Zaveste nás tam.
I mean, definitely looking at it, if you ignore the tank tab, it definitely looks more like a World War One kind of division.
Yeah, I don't know what Eugene was doing. It has like 9 cards of 81 mil mortars. It's crazy.
Áno, pane.
It has, I think, of one particular artillery gun, it has more cards off than you have slots in the arty tab.
Yeah.
So it's also quite fun.
Zaveste nás tam. Taxi.
Simigino says, "Inf only is my dream." I can imagine. Look, I'm an infantry player too, but I think only inf would be too much for me. Oh no, I removed the wrong recon card. I guess I'm not gonna have a lot of recon in this game.
Zaveste nás tam. Taxi. Potrebujete odviesť? Plnou rýchlosťou, pane.
All right. So everyone in the chat, look what we do now. Yes, I do have a lot
don't
of
get your-
tanks incoming.
You don't get your bazooka inf until B phase, right?
I do have one in Avis, but I didn't take it because otherwise I think if we're focusing on light armor too much, it would be a little bit, you know, if I can just sit there and kill all of you, that would not be that fun. So
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe
I
won't
have-
take
I have
any
it in B
solo
phase,
turns
though.
then.
I have it in B phase though.
Gotcha.
Sure, you're gonna take this. Oh, yeah, true. Panzerli is right. He's saying that one of the German West divisions has French World War One tanks in the defense lots. Yeah, true. It's just that you never ever play. And it's actually something we could do as well on stream sometimes. Playing Breakthrough. It's never something you play in tournament. I think there was one tournament where it was played, but actually could be an interesting rule set to introduce once again. Breakthrough games. Quite different. Would be fun.
Yeah, I've never tried it.
Potrzebujecie odwieźć?
I have no idea how my crappy AT guns are going to do. It's a 40 millimeters of pen, which is, I think, less than the 30 AT as armor. Yeah, it is far less. It's like bazooka range only, probably.
Zawieźcie nas tam w taksi.
That's true. The 38's a really good tank, honestly.
It's one of my favorite tanks. It's so efficient. Like, it deals with light tanks just fine. It can pretty much kill any light tank. With the rate of fire, it can, if you surprise one, it needs to turn, even kill a martyr really quickly. And if you mix it in with some proper tanks, sometimes they get you Shermans as well. Not very often, but you know, they can overpen enough to kill a Sherman or a T-34, and then all of a sudden, looking quite good actually.
On the same note, I've really been enjoying first Pancellos with the Tyrans.
Ooh, it's a fun division. I actually like it a lot because it has a good amount of armor, and you can still play it more of an infantry division, which obviously for me is interesting. But yeah, it's a nice one. On the right maps, obviously. Like, not having 2K can be a bit of a problem.
Panie?
No, we just...
Żadne hlasy. Na tejto pozycji budeme nasad...
I have a lot of tanks, but I kinda feel like I need more.
Na tejto pozycji budeme nasadzować.
Okay.
Should see my deployment. It's crazy.
Yeah, mine as well. I think I've never put so many things in one place, really. I don't even know what to take. I have so many tanks, and then actually, my deck is maybe not that well built. I don't have really enough infantry in A phase. Not at all, actually. So I gotta be a little bit careful with what I take there. Because I'm like, I can't use infantry support tools if I don't have infantry to begin with. So what do I even call in? I have no idea.
Ano, panie. Na tejto pozycji budeme nasadzować.
Oh, I know.
Pripravené na prepravu. Áno, pane. Na tejto pozícii
I'm ready to
budeme
go.
Just a second. What else? Oh yeah, I could buy that, I guess.
I bought this recon plane, but I don't even know why. I know exactly what's coming.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless to buy buy a recon plane in this game. We can get another one. We can get 2 more of those. Jeez, so cheap, my little AT guns, and so useless.
Vašim službám, pane.
I never actually use them. It's the first time I'm gonna use them.
Zavezte nás
You know,
tam
I really
v
do not
taxi.
expect anything from them. All right, ready. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. Good luck, have
Okay.
fun.
Yep.
Beanbag was actually pointed out an interesting fun fact. The Renault in Gros Paris goes slower on roads than AT guns. Seriously? Okay, that's pretty nuts. So... Oh, that's a recon plane. Hello. You want to see my tank blob?
Na váš rozkaz, pane.
Oh, you took the Uragan.
Is there better options?
No, I thought. Sorry, I thought for a second that was the bomber one, but it isn't. No. That's good. The bomber
I'm
one
not
is
cheesing
horrible.
you, don't worry.
No. I was not thinking of that. I had some bad experience with that. There is, I think, the second video on this channel is me fighting Gus God, where I used that plane and I have lost an absolute insane amount of points with them because they are so terrible.
Kurwa, čo tu stojíte? Takto nás dostanú?
Oh, this thing is HE too. I didn't notice. It does absolutely 0 damage, and it died immediately. Oh boy.
The sound of the engines are so loud. There's so many.
I'm assuming it's quite. Yeah.
Protitanková jednotka připravená. Do prdele. Áno, pane.
All right. Oh yeah, there's a blob coming in here.
Je blízko. Pripravený, pane.
Maybe you can move.
Lost his flag. That's weird.
Aké sú vaše rozkazy? Zastiahli ma!
Oh no.
Len odtiaľto dostaňte! Likvidujte všechny skopčáky na ceste.
Oh, they're doing something.
Pripravení na paľbu. Pochodová formácia, obchod.
Here's a pioneer to shoot at them.
Došla munícia.
Oh,
Plán patrí.
yeah. I've moved infantry over there.
Sakra, to bylo hopou.
All right.
Vypadnite z tohto pekla.
Let's do this.
Čekáme na pokyn.
I guess I know what we're gonna do.
Je tu horko. Pane, áno, pane. Áno,
This is crazy.
Okay, this is not going well for me. I definitely should have brought more light tanks. I did kind of. I wanted to hold back a little. Like, I wanted to save up some of them, which turns out to be a mistake here.
kurva, dajme nás zostať.
Hey, got a kill though.
Dobrá práca. Len odtiaľto
Oh yeah, my
dostaňte.
poor Saperi immediately gets swiped.
Posádka pripravená na boj. Je tu horko.
Okay, this is what we call a problem.
Mám ho. Počúvam. Do prdele. 20 stupňov hore, pán. Pripravený na paľbu.
Ah,
Do prdele. Smrad nabitá, pripravená na paľbu. Potrebujete odviesť? Hodne šťastí, pánové. Všetci von.
Here comes the move order.
Máme jednoho padle.
yeah, I kind of expected that now.
Sme pripravení ich rozdrtiť
Oh
na
no, a
vrch.
Stug.
Well, honestly, at some point it would just end that.
I'll try to go around it.
Dobrá práce, střelec.
Well, I do have my secret 20mm defense tool right here. It's kind of letting me down though, not gonna lie.
Alright, I'm actually just gonna lose everything, aren't I?
Well,
I
I have
it went
been
down.
at,
Let's
I
go.
have been at this point too. Let me tell you. Oh,
The Stug went down.
Eventually, you're gonna pen. Like,
Ústup.
Yeah, fair enough.
Vzdávame sa.
okay. I guess we have to go to Plan B now. Just spamming things in other positions.
Dobrá božka. Kryjte sa, poručíku.
Okay, but so at least you only have the T11s left because they have less armor, so at least they can do something about those. Oh, my leader's gonna get wrecked here, isn't it?
Vyzerá to, že sme niečo zničili.
Oh man.
Kriste, nie zase my.
Oh, it's bouncing. It's bouncing on. This is really just brainless. That play
it
just
was
I'm
over
just
in-
I'm just spamming tons of tanks in there. Then I'm waiting to B-phase when I get bull because I'm running low on them.
I way slow minded that Q move. They disappeared in like 30 seconds.
I mean, I don't think I've ever had a game where I had this many tanks and basically no infantry at all on the map.
Protitankový tým je připraven.
Alright. I'm gonna continue the Q move things.
Všem jednotkám, nepřijdou spotřeby.
Actually really poorly positioned there.
Úctě střel pány.
Oh, is that a proper tank here? Oh yeah, it's a Stug.
Na váš rozkaz.
Abort mission.
Turn on the heat. I think you're fine the AP there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but even with the heat, I don't want to take this fight 1v1 with Nightgate fight.
No.
Right, let's see what's there.
Máme jich. Tam nás chcete poslat?
Ah, crap. I don't actually have any tanks with my push. That is maybe not so
Na
smart.
váš rozkaz. Do prdele. Máme to.
Oh, my leader is actually
Na váš
going through the fight by the looks of it. Believe in you? No, I do not believe in you. Yeah, it's not exactly armor resistant. Oh, I forgot, I have this. Represent this right here.
Stačí zaměřit na cíl.
Yes.
Jsme připraveni ich rozvrtiť na prach. Pochodová formácia.
Alright.
Máme ich.
Yeah, that was that is what I was kind of afraid of, because I really do not have a single tank with my push. The one score that D11 is doing the trick there.
Všetci si skontrolujte muníciu. Máme rozkazy, chlapci. Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Páte, zničte ich.
I guess the spam fast just continues.
It's the first ever time I've called in a plane off map.
Oh no.
I've never done this before.
Well, they're actually good in the open and not so good anymore when your opponent has a AA.
Doktor.
But,
Súradnice.
okay.
Mávky. Pozor, nepriateľ je blízko.
No, I couldn't get mine off.
Bez súradníc nemôžem začať
Hey, stop 50 milling my tank. That's not nice.
It's kind of the only answer I have over there. My only tank is
Pane, áno,
not arriving anytime soon, so
máme rozkazy, chlapci.
I use what I have
Áno.
at hand, which is not a whole lot.
Oh, I forgot I have these.
Nemci pred
Alright.
nami.
I found something new to spam you with.
Neúsilujúci.
Oh, there's a Panzer IV now. Crap. What?
Ó, zasiahli
Not
ma.
noticed it yet.
It's coming out.
Oh no. I kinda don't have that many options left against it
Ó,
here.
zasiahli ma. Späť, späť. Sekcia za váš rozkaz, pane. Dobre,
Okay.
dámy, čas je ísť.
Yeah, run.
Nepriateľ na dohľad. Buďte pripravení. Zbraň pripravená.
I mean, eventually the PTRS is gonna have to do something.
Máme ich. Potrebujete palebnú podporu? Doktor! Pohybujte sa, ale sledujte boky. Druhá četa pripravená, pane.
Come on, you can do it.
Ó, zasiahli ma. Zadajte nám súvrtnice. Pozor na Nemcov. Len odtiaľ to dostaňte. Pripravený, pane.
Alright, B-phase is soon
Áno, pane.
be arriving, and I really desperately need it.
Zničili.
Oh, and we are in B-phase. Okay, light tanks
This
are
off map's still going.
back on the menu.
Druhá četa pripravená, pane. Bojová rýchlosť vodiči. Teď, aby sa viedli útok. Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Ничто не выживет. Немцы
Oh,
пред
no.
нами. Ступайте при 30 ступňov. Plná automatika. Dostali sme ho! Doktor! Už to nevydržíme! Čakáme na pokyny, pane. Черт побери, я сухой. Лечу обратно. Комфорт! Добрый втip.
Ouch.
Right. Send some of these guys in here as well.
Na váš rozkaz. Ústup, kurva, zpátky!
Yes, SPWs.
Na váš rozkaz, pane.
Oh no. Oh no.
Buďte opatrní, nepriatelia sú na blízku.
Yep.
Na váš rozkaz, kapitán. Na tejto pozícii budeme nasadzovať.
Alright.
Pozor na Nemcov. Že sme niečo zničili. Pripravené na prepravu.
Right, we do have something nice now coming out though. Which is bazookas. I definitely should have taken them in A phase though. I was
Kurva, dajme
not really sure what I was thinking there. No, 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 we do not stop to shoot the infantry.
Bojová rýchlosť vodiči. Dobrá práce, strelče. Doktor! Čím jasne a zretelne. Máme ich! Komfort? Dobrý vtip. Dobrá práce,
Oh.
strelče.
Okay.
Jaké sú vaše rozkazy, pane? Navíte tymové granáty. Počúvam, velenie.
Actually, I can just do that.
Zasiahli ma!
No, my beautiful SPWs.
Áno, pane.
I have not many of those left, but I do have one
Využili sme všetko.
Panzer 38 left. I actually have two left in the town. It's
Bojová rýchlosť, řidiči.
they're doing what they do best. I mean, the SPWs could probably charge the Marder, but luckily it's not alone. If it was just the one Marder, I think you could just overwhelm that easily, actually.
Iný motor.
Oh, there's an 88 out.
Chcete tiež borovičku? Sekcia na váš rozkaz, pane.
Oh, I did.
Úspešný zásah.
Like, entirely across the map, I have one Partisani OSS, which I wanted to send into town, but via the hill. And instead of calling it in, I did the move and unload. So it's just sitting there, about more than 2,000, no, about 2,000 meters away from where it needs to be. It's just absolutely useless.
Aby sú vaše rozkazy.
Oh wow, what's that line of sight on your Panzer IV? I did not expect
Yeah,
that.
I'm looking at this like, what is this? It doesn't even show line of sight for me.
But so far it's going well for you because you're killing my Marder, but I also didn't know this existed.
I didn't realize we broke through the right as well.
Nepřátelé.
It just needs to turn and shoot.
Yeah, I'm not winning that.
Well,
I think
actually
it's
you
a
are.
lot of work.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I mean, you almost won
It's
it.
quite unlucky for you.
Na všetko.
Nah, I mean, it needs to turn. That's always a problem you have with those sticks.
Sekcia na váš rozkaz, pane. Pripraviť bajonety. I am in charge here. Pane? Section, suivez-moi. Nemci pred nami. Chceš, aby sa viedli útok?
I think it's the first time that I have a 50mm that is completely out of everything because I hardly ever use smokes.
Zasiahli ma!
Let's get another AT gun in there, I guess. I do have a ton of IH-18s actually. I don't know why I didn't use them earlier.
Pripravená, pane.
Can you win that fight? No, I can. Okay.
Doctor!
Not with the light tanks.
Regarde, les gars.
Oh, you have more. I
Oh
have
no,
more.
an 88. Oh gosh.
Tank připraven. Doctor!
Oh, now it's time for the S35. Yeah, it's about as crappy as mine. I think it's the same model, actually. LT35 something is the name of mine, and here's the Skoda S35.
Ah, on les a bien eu.
Alright, here goes one tick of income. Let's go. It really feels like a wave defense game almost. Like you just
Управление. Я готов.
wait for a little bit and you spam one complete wave of light tanks. Oh, the AP is still there, is it?
Затянешь боровичку. Смерть набита. Приправлена на пальбу. Мать рассказы, капитан. У меня бьют со всех сторон. Jakie rozkazy, panie? Плотный огонь на 3 часа. Приправлены на стрельбу, пане.
It actually got the bombs off. That's funny. It would kill it though.
Ранец приправлены.
Yeah, it didn't do a lot of
No.
damage though.
Рядами неприятельское лето.
I don't even know what the bomb loadout is. That's quite bad.
I think there's one that is decent on this particular unit.
Section prête.
Oh, finally got that thing killed off.
This is a story you will tell to your grandchildren.
Oh shit, that's got a bazooka. There goes
Yeah.
my SPW. I keep forgetting I'm pulling this off map lane. Oops.
I still have... No, it died. I have not noticed that.
Рядами неприятельское лето.
This row of tanks. Jesus.
На дальшее
I
забияние.
definitely need the leader with my AA.
Tirez pas, on se rend. Ready to take command, sir. Ah, on les a bien eus. Vérifiez vos munitions, soldats. Ano? Avec ça. Немцы пред нами. Посадка приправлена на бой. Добра трефа. Їх ту горко.
Oh, it's getting laggy. I think there's it's too many light tanks out
Too many
here.
units.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Друга чета приправлена, пані. Добра мушка.
Oh, this is not gonna work.
I'm just spamming around things if you haven't noticed, by the way. I have no
Yeah,
idea what
me
I'm
neither.
actually
Me
doing.
too.
On a besoin de morphine ici. On
I
hurry.
don't know.
Oh wow,
Not
it's
taking this-
lagging hard.
Yeah, we're not taking this very seriously, obviously.
Speaking of lagging, have you seen, and a lot of units, have you seen there's one game by Vulcan where he and his clan, they played a 10v10, that's when the Romanian disarmed infantry was only, the recruits were only 10 points.
I
And
think I might have.
that was absolutely, if anyone hasn't seen it, you need to go and watch that. It's absolutely nuts. I think it crashed for a lot of people. Because they just spammed everything full of recruitsy. I think they overwhelmed the like entire tank groups just because they couldn't they couldn't do anything about it. It's too much. Oh, my tank died. Artillery actually doing anything? No, it is not. Oh, I guess I can do that.
Dúfam, že uvidí svojich synov.
Yeah, your air force is quite a problem for me, I have to say. All right, charge
Oh no.
forward. Oh, there's still a lot of them.
I got side shots.
Yeah, kind of. I thought they were kind of dead,
Sorta.
most of them already, but apparently I was wrong.
There's just no way against that spam though. There's nothing I can do.
Another one of these in. Oh, that's probably a. Yeah, that's a bazooka. No, yeah. No. Do not charge.
Trying to move that Panzer III? Oh no, never mind. I have another bazooka that's about to kill your Panzer III. There it goes.
Oh, crap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's also a bit of a problem. Oh yeah, we do not win against a Stug. Though I do have a Stug myself as well.
L'armée-là, écoutez le capitaine. Retraite! Tout le monde à terre!
We... Yes, this is it. This is the move. We're out of cover. Why are you out of cover?
Hubert, couche-toi!
Sorry for the Stugs, the light tanks have run out.
Oh no! I thought I retreated him, but I did not. Yeah, that is not really ideal. The good thing I still have this right here.
Maybe if we played it more seriously, the light tank spam could have lasted longer.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention. I thought I retreated
Yeah.
it, but it did not.
We both just Q moved them.
I mean, it's for the fun. It's not for the.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, yeah, sacrifices must be made. My CQC is exactly where I was dropping the bombs.
Я еще вернусь.
It's for a greater good, I suppose.
Ну, наконец-то, хоть
Actually, Raider Trade might save it. Yeah, it run away fast enough. Wow.
en arrière!
Raider Trade doing its thing. I still have some of them left.
Плотный огонь на 3 часа! Да, товарищ. Кассан, Питивье, avec moi. Нет, горко!
I don't really have any tanks left though.
Vérifiez vos munitions, soldats.
Oh no, my Stuggy Boogie.
Na wasz rozkaz, kapitan. Na tej to
Died.
pozycji będziemy nasadzować.
All souls.
Zjadne hlasy. Cel zniszczony.
Oh, I just brought in
Ufajmy, że
Act
na
38 to
tej przyczynie.
get cheeky angle on this Stug, but it looks like it wasn't actually needed. Oh, there's another one.
Dobra, musi
The artillery already did the job.
You just killed like 520 mils in 2 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
I
your
called it
37
earlier.
mil. Hold on. What does this? Oh, so this is a. Okay, so this is the exact same gun that I have. It's just in the
Yeah.
AT tab for me, and for you, it's in the support tab.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Other than that.
Wyzywamy znak jako tank.
There's another Stug.
Stop, stop.
It definitely still feels a little bit laggy. So.
A vos ordres? Kurwa, Simona został.
Oh, there's an army of them.
Pozor, nie powiedzieli blisko. O, zastiahli ma. Nieprzyjaciel zbudowany.
Right, let's do this then.
O, zastiahli ma.
But they were enough to actually overwhelm my Partisani Foch. Your little AT gun blob.
O,
Surprisingly.
zastiahli ma. Rozjedźcie se rozptýlić formację.
Um,
Joué, les gars.
okay, I want to go defensive now.
Czekamy na воздушный albo podzemny cel. Готов к бою. Что вы хотите, чтобы мы сделали?
I need to start using more of my CQC because otherwise it's kind of waste having them. Yeah, let's just Q-move some things.
Dawajcie si pozor na tych zasratých fašistov. Buďte opatrní,
Oh, you
nepriatelia...
killed my recon. I've not noticed that. When did that happen?
Pane?
Also didn't realize you killed my plane.
Páľte na dané súradnice.
I think you're up like 1,000 points right now.
Cieľ zničený.
What? Sorry?
I think you're up like 1,000 points in trades right now.
I have no idea. I'm playing a little bit smart. Obviously, I'm not, completely brain dead, but I'm also very brain dead at the moment. Especially because I did not actually reinforce the AA in the center at any point. Despite you air spamming, so that is
I don't have much
hilarious.
air.
Well, yeah, it's not that spammy, but it's quite, it's a lot for me to handle. Let's put it that way. Also, I just realized pushing past the Panzer IV is really, really, really hard. I don't really have an answer to that. More AT guns. Yeah, it's bouncing ahead a little bit. It's not...
Rozíďte sa, rozptýliť
Oh.
formáciu.
Oh. I can return the favor, though, with the bazooka.
Retreat.
Yeah, it's gonna be...
Si skontrolujte
No, it was too late. Oh, no, it was not too late.
Vezmite naše veci a pohnite sa.
Oh, I brought this in like ages
Do
ago.
pozícií budeme nasadzovať. Hľadajme nepriateľské lietadla.
Let's bring this a little bit further forward.
Zničím ich. Útočím.
Actually, let's just...
Máte rozkazy, kapitán. Pozor na Nemcov.
Could I bring more planes? That's a big question, because I do not have a single tank left.
I'm 5 points short of a fighter. Sad.
I'm not really in the position to buy a plane by looks of it either. And that did not work very well.
Nepriateľ spozorovaný.
Oh, there's a Pehota. I could have actually fought that. I thought there was CQC.
Pane, áno, pane.
I do have some infantry left there.
Première compagnie, au rapport.
Oh no, I unloaded my machine gun instead of moving it and loading it. Is maybe one.
Oh, you got an AT gun in here.
Yeah, this is a historical moment. I actually prepared for people to bring tanks when there weren't any tanks prior to this, because it's something I'm usually very terribly at.
I was about to spam a bunch of stuff on that flank, but now it's not. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, I'm usually doing a very poor job of planning ahead when it comes to that, but for once I actually did it. Which again is not a very common occurrence. I guess just bringing some more leaders as well. Since I have them. Oh, there's an 88. Wait, why didn't I not... I saw it earlier. Why did I not charge that? Okay.
Rozumiem, premiesňujeme sa, prepínam. Doktor! Партизаны готовы.
Yeah, I killed some things too. Oh no.
Poďme, chlapci.
Not these guys.
Formovaná a pripravená. Už to nevydržíme. Doktor! Приказы из Москвы.
Run. No.
Tank připraven.
Oof.
Doktor!
Yeah, I need some AT there. That one Panzer IV was really making things quite tricky for me. Oh, I have another infantry unit over here. Can now get in. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't really have anything that can deal with that. I don't suppose they... No, there's... Oh, that's the wrong leader. This one also doesn't have any AT. I need more of these guys.
Enfin sur le sol de France. Oui, chef. Section prête.
No, I do have some... still have some AT guns left, actually. Some support guns, IH-18s are, I guess, a good offensive tool now. Not because I want them to be. Right, let's just spam out, get tons of Strelki, I guess. I do not have a single armored piece left.
Ale čelem k nepříteli. Potřebujete odvěst? Doktor! Bien joué, les gars. Máte rozkazy, kapitán. I am listening, sir.
What? What is that line of sight? I thought I smoked that. Like, it's actually quite unlucky for you. The 100s thought I thought that I fucked that up.
Oh, rep, there's a bazooka unit. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, your stick just died to it. Apparently there was a line of sight through the smoke, which is kind of bullshit. Oh. Time shine for my glorious IH-18. Oh. No. No. We do not do that here.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice.
Weapons
jammed.
jammed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's really unlucky for you. Quite lucky for me.
Пане, Ано, пане.
Alright. Spam shall continue.
Ано?
My A is running out of bullets. Interesting enough.
Ано, пане.
Sugar King, Sugar Charlie 3, say again.
Приправений, пане.
We got a man down!
Yeah, my AT situation is
Приправений на пальбу.
a little bit problematic, honestly.
We got a man down!
Jeden jest sam, toho branko zna.
Oh no, I can't even buy a bomber, because that would have been my hotfix for that problem.
Sugar King, Sugar Charlie 3, say again.
I'm not so sure if I'm really up in points at the moment.
Yeah.
K waszym służbam, panie.
I ran out of spam and I started playing a little more carefully.
Yeah, I'm running out of
Sort
a great many things here, actually.
Ano? Palcie na dane służebnice!
I guess we're gonna have to resort to the AT 50mm.
Protiljetadłowe zbranie są przyprawione.
Tested.
Pozor na nieprzyjacielu.
Well tested thing.
Jasny hlas.
Reliable. No, we can't have that.
Sir. I'm running out of ammo!
I actually killed someone.
Yeah, I killed my Panzer IV.
Okay.
Бомбардировщик готов.
Let's do this then.
Приправленные на преправу.
I'm not as AA again.
Черт побери. Я сухой. Лечу обратно.
Дело стрелцы. Доложи усказ.
Приземлил.
And it did absolutely nothing.
Приправленные и
Kind of hoping it will kill your tank, but it didn't want to do that.
Шефцы, вон. Дело стрелцы. Доложи усказ. К вашим службам, пане. Ловдер, приправьтесь АП при каждый припад. Я приправлен. О, застягли.
Oh no,
We do
group
not
panic.
need TA PCR. Oh. I mean, it's
Sneaky
actually
back
good
forward.
for you because it's running away.
Начался забияние.
So I don't think you want to stay there and fight that.
We got a man down.
No.
Yeah.
Шатаясь, сформована
Oh, but my
приправлена.
MG42 is losing that fight. Very clearly. Hold on, did my...
Сте послати.
Oh, you killed off my supply track that was supposed to resupply my 88.
Задайте нам суверница. А!
Oh.
Маме их!
Oh, bazooka.
You still have some of them left. Not as many as I'd love,
Маме их!
but I
Секция
would love to have, but
погоди.
you know, it's enough. Oh, spotted my AT 50 mil.
Звед под пальбу!
Oh, you still have an IG.
Заоблачены, хлопи!
More IG-18s. Not particularly ammo efficient, but
Время мстить.
Доктор! Погибуйте сале, будьте приправлені стрелять! Виужили з решетку нашу муніцію!
I guess the AT is working, but your Stuks are really annoying for me. I don't really have a way to get past them, really. It's actually quite tricky.
Yeah, but sadly, I don't really have a way to get 2 flags.
Ано, пані!
My infantry's too crap, and
Yeah.
I can't push the tanks up with those bazooka units, and my infantry's just too crap to deal
I'm
with.
really low on them actually. I have 3 of them left, but there's still a few on the maps. That's all that I need at the moment. So yeah,
Є, капітане!
it's not an easy situation for you. Oh no, you killed off my AA piece with a pack 40.
Приправлені на стрільбу, пані!
I also don't have that many of those left.
Is that a Hungarian gun?
Oh, it's the other one. Oh, that one is actually, I think, good HE damage.
It's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
2.2
Yeah,
damage.
It's a really good gun.
Target
And I think it's quite cheap as well. So it's basically a better HE18 for intents of purposes.
Oh man, another pack. GG.
GG's. That was a fun one. It was fun to sometimes just queue move forward a lot of the
I
light
was
tanks.
down a lot in tickets.
Yeah, you got me good at the start. I could not withstand that push. And I had AT everything, but you just brute force your way out of there. That was until I brute forced my way back in.
The kill list is so long.
Oh yeah, look at that. Like if you look at the points, it's not that many trades, but then you go to chronology and kills. Holy moly. It's insane.
So I guess Q move is in fact not the strat in Steel Division 2. It didn't work.
Nah, maybe not. Wow.
I've-
My SM84 killed a lot of things.
Oh wow.
It actually, oh my god, it finished off your with its board guns. It finished off your your BF109. I'm not kidding.
Oh, it's turret. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I've seen it maybe once or twice. It's very rare to happen. Well, it just goes on and on and on. On the U side, it also goes on
Oh,
and
yeah,
on
you
and
get
oi,
those.
oi, oi.
You get those check 105s.
Mm.
Nasty.
And they're really good. I only had one actually. But it did do some good work. Oh, your Stuck, yeah. You see some work done by the Praga P38, and then you have the Stuck, the Panzerfuß. And towards the end, they're actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting. But I think S&P is probably still the better of the two. All things
infantry is
because
so
your
much
infantry,
better.
your infantry is just too good.
Yeah.
Maybe if you air spammed it a little bit more, I think it might have been different. But yeah, I think it was a bit unbalanced in terms of matchup. But still, that was a fun one. That was quite fun. Hope you enjoyed it too.
It was fun.
I would definitely do something like this again because this is a quite entertaining one. I still do want to at some point try out the World War One style thing. I think that thing would be fun. Problord is also pointing out Bronirana relies a lot on the DO17 spam. So yeah, I think he could do that a lot. Problord I think is quite good with Bronirana. So it's a good recommendation.
My deck is pretty terrible. I don't have much Air Force.
Oh yeah, it's like if you watching the stream, hold on. Trying to pull it up. It actually has some scary planes. You just need to make sure you don't buy the wrong ones because there's some really bad ones.
I bought the wrong one with 50 kg bombs.
Oh yeah. Because this thing is really good. I think it might actually be the same one. I'm not sure because I think it's also the A17. It might be the same one that Russelsprung gets, and this one is actually quite good as well. Maybe that one gets a better loadout. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, it's 90 points. You get it on 50 kg bombs. You can just keep going forever. And the availability is great. You get 3 in A and 6 in B. You can just spam those out. It's insane. The B71, I think, is not that good. Your AT planes, unfortunately, are not that good. The one thing that you shouldn't play is, yeah, I first mistook your Uragan for that one. There's the Vrana. This is a horrible plane. I would never take that one. I did it once against Skarsgård, and yeah.
It's tempting with the loadout, but
it's very
not
tempting.
gonna
It's
live.
so expensive. It's horrible, that plane, but yeah.
120 mil and you're done.
Yeah, pretty much so. And the Problord says the DO17s are fast, hard to kill, high altitude bombers with a good bomb loadout for cheap. They're one of the best bombers in the game, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely.
Pretty slow.
Yeah, but I mean, I think for a heavy bomber, it's okay. It's not like a Mitchell, yeah, or the SM.
Some of them are fast. Like the one I took was fast, but the bomb loadout didn't do much. The 50 kg one.
Yeah, those are horrible. I mean, small bomb loads.
Yeah, but that one's like 415 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah, it's quite fast. I mean, Koenig would be one of the players who would probably tell you should absolutely take this because he's a fan of these fast reload biggest light bombs kind of planes and just keep on going. But I personally think this is not a good call here, to be honest. But yeah, maybe.
Well, we saw what it did against the 88.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really meant for that.
Yeah.
I would say, but yeah, it's a fun plane. Noob says Vrana is maybe okay for the first 2 ticks, but yeah, it's 6%. Well, even for that, if your opponent's any 20 mil, or if he brings any fighter, the Vrana is gone, and it doesn't cost that much more, that much less than a fighter. So, you bring more than one, the fighter already paid off. But yeah, it was a fun one. All right, thanks for joining in.
Absolutely. Maybe next time we can do something more serious.
Yeah. I would also be down for that. Like this format doesn't need to be a fun matchup necessarily. But yeah. So I mean, there will be more of those and next time I think it will be more spontaneous. Maybe I'll still try to see if I have 1 or 2 people ready. But yeah. So if you want to do this again, just feel free to reach out when the next stream of this sort happens.
Sounds good, man.
All right, and I'll move on to some more people. So thank you very much, and have a nice rest of your day. Or I guess lunch, since it's probably around time for you for that now for you.
Exactly. Yep. Thanks for the game.
All right, thanks. See ya. All right, so that was something. The Noob says actually, yeah, even those fighter recon planes can easily get. Yep, absolutely. So, not does anyone. We have we have 2 people ready for this. So there's 2 people who would have been interested in coaching, and I told both of them that if they are around, they can do that as well. So this is the next thing we want to do. So this kind of gives you, this is also meant to have a lot of things present that we could potentially do if you, in the future, if I do these kind of streams and people can join spontaneously if they want to do that. So you can now kind of see what options are. There's more than that, also if you have an idea, you can just reach out and suggest it anytime. Anyway, Glenn is already complaining about SP on flanks. Yeah, it was kind. I was wondering if I should go for it or not, because that was a little bit unfair, because SMP is actually quite strong there. Brony Ryan is not up for the task for that. But considering I was getting pushed out so hard of the town, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Later on, obviously, it was a different story. But yeah, so this is the kind of overview thing. So the next thing we're going to do is some coaching. So Gebno or, hold on, what was the other guy? I think Rust and Joya. Yeah. If any one of you is in the chat watching, now will be your time to join in and do that if you want. So for anyone wondering how this is going to work, I'm just going to work with Probably says, I remembered I offered to coach last year, but now that I haven't played in half year, I'm no longer in the state to. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to, but since we had to work with weekends only, and it was mostly Saturdays, and around the time was just basically almost busy on Saturdays. I just never had the time for it, so I couldn't really come back to it. I mean, if you want to hop in at some point in a future one, and like a second opinion is always nice to have by a good player, whether rusty or not, because like game knowledge is so many things. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Beanbag Chibbers is Pony is Kevin, all right. So far I'm not hearing from him, so if you wanna, you can join in. But I guess if Ponyboy wants to do picks and bans, that's also fine. Maybe someone else spontaneously wants to do something. Micro never leaves it. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, another thing, by the way, for anyone interested in the chat at the moment. So another thing that I offer you or that's something that we can do in the future, is, you can also just join in and kind of backseat game a little bit, even if you're a new player, or actually, especially if you're a new player, because then you can ask me all these kind of questions that I'm not actually, that I'm not actually talking about while I play. I know that, I'm definitely not the best player there is, but I think for a new player, there's still something you can learn from me, or a few things actually. So I know that when I'm playing, I'm not always commenting on every thought process and why I, get the things that I buy. I buy the things that I buy, why I make the moves that I do. So yeah, this is why you can, if this is something you feel like there's a lot of questions I didn't actually answer, you can definitely do that as well, and then you can ask all the questions you have always. It's really meant for you to learn then. Oh, Rust and Shore is here. Okay. So Gebno, things have so you can go ahead with Ponyboy then, and when I'm done with Rust and Shore, you can join in for your coaching session. So the idea, Cropload, is really just you join in the Discord, I stream what I play so that you have it not delayed as the stream would be. And you could just sit there and have a little chat with me, ask all your questions. Obviously, you can also do, you can also turn a little bit more into coaching if it's a good player. So actually actively questioning, not so much why you do this to learn from what I do, but more like, are you right? Sure, this is the right thing. So it's kind of be a hybrid between coaching and just talking about the game as well. So that's also an option. That's the kind of idea for backseating. It's really, I had it when I thought about it more in mind for newer players, that they can actually ask some of the questions I know they might have that I do not actually answer when I'm talking about how I play, when I'm playing. It can also be something more related to coaching, kind of, but not really, like an experienced player. That's the kind of idea. For any of these, I have no idea. Anything that hasn't been tested, I have no idea how it's actually going to work. It's just what I think it might be interesting. So Rustin Choi, can you message me the replay of a game that you want to have your review with you for the coaching? And once you've done so, you can hop into the, as I wrote, I think I messaged you as well. Yeah, you can go in the waiting room there, and then I can move you. And then we have a look at it together. If you can also not join and just get the coaching, but it's obviously better if you're talking to me, because then you can actually directly answer your follow-up questions and things like that. So this is why I would recommend doing it that way, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can also just give me the replay and be happy with getting the advice, and everyone can sit here and learn from it as well, obviously. I mean, yeah, we can have to do that someday, Snipping. Just not today, since I think with Rustin Choi and Gebno, I'm probably busy enough for today. But at some point, I will start to get tired. So I like the 3-hour mark. It's where I can maybe do another one, and then it's going to be enough. All right, I got a replay. And I'm going to move him around. All right, I'm going to move in now, Rustin Choi. Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
All right, so let's get going. So is it a quick play game or is it a tournament game?
Quick play game.
All right, and do you want to take a look at the deck first, or do you just want to go into the game?
We could have a short look.
All right,
because I think some things I could have done better there.
All right, just need a second to get the deck code out. I think you were trying to get into the FOB arena too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been playing for long so far, or only started recently?
I guess I haven't counted but I think so around 60 games in multiplayer.
Okay. Okay. So it's the fourth Fallschirmjäger, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look. Rustin Choi. Oh. I will also stream. Oh, it's actually already running since I never left the VC. So you can also watch here. Then you don't have to delay from the stream. If you want to, that might be a little bit easier. Obviously, it's lower quality because it's Discord, but I think that might work. All right, so there we go. So this is a quick play deck. It's Maverick, which I think is a good income for it. So I'm a bit surprised about you not taking the Panzer IIF, but I get it because these were fast. This is slow, so it kind of makes sense. This particular deck, you don't necessarily need those. I actually like this as well because it's double vet, so, and you have 4. So I personally wouldn't vet these, to be honest, but it's not a big mistake. Just I think having 6 no vet is usually doing more work than having a single vet. But so far, it actually looks good. Let's go for the infantry tab. So you have some MG34s, budget of Disty, so you have something cheap. Then you have 2 cards of 6C, a leader. And because you have another leader, another MG34, ZF, Parda Salto, and some. So the infantry tab actually looks quite good. I would be totally happy with this. You can go a little bit more CQC heavy if you want to, because you have 2 cards of line infantry now in B phase, but you do not need to do it red necessarily. Like, this is totally fine. If you want to have more CQC, you could take some of these for some more spam or these.
So like more pioneers.
Yeah, if you want to. It's not a must take, honestly.
Okay.
What you also can do if you don't want to have this, which is a little bit more hybridy to my knowledge. Oh no, they do not come in. Oh, actually, if you take them 0 vet, which 4. I personally do not vet them because my main concern about them is just throwing the grenade, and it helps a little bit with suppression resistance, but usually they get the grenade off anyway. So one thing that you can do if you want to have a little bit more CQC is just take this one with the grenade over this one. But again, this is actually pretty fine. So this looks good. This one, I don't really have any complaints here either. I think the deck is so far looking quite good actually. So one of these nave phases is enough. You don't make the mistake of just taking a ton of these with low vet, which is a common mistake that new players do. So it's actually quite good. someone says the second ZF card he would take this. I mean, you can. I personally would probably do it as well. That being said, you need to make sure you also have some cost efficiency. In B phase, it doesn't make sense. In A phase, I would absolutely take this because you have a little bit more infantry. But if you want to, yeah, you could switch that out for the ZF or go with this one instead of ZF, but then you don't have cheap things. So this is, yeah. Some people are already commenting on the air tab. We're going to get there, I guess. But yeah, so tank tab actually looks fine to me as well. Support tab, I would, if I were you, so this is a nice thing to have. You could, for example, take it in B phase, because with the heat shell and the AP shell as well, you have kind of a medium tank in B phase, because it's the one thing that you don't really have. For quick play, you want to be ready to play on a few maps and matchups. So if you're overly reliant on those heavies, that can be a bit of a problem. Or alternatively, move that one to B phase, so that you have a medium tank in both phases. Because as it is right now, this kind of acts as a medium tank, and this one as well, and you have both of them in A phase.
Okay.
This is one thing that I would consider changing, because it's going to make you a lot more flexible. And then if you can fit it in, I personally like to have this as well. Or alternatively, you can have this and you have sort of a light tank-ish thing, but I personally actually don't use that too much. But Sturmpanzer is really nice to have. You'll need some more 2k HE, especially since this is your 2k HE, and if you want to move it to B phase, if you choose to go for this one, or if you want to use it as medium tank, you're running low on that relatively. I actually like this a lot. This is a nice support gun, and it acts as nice light AT as well. What you should always change when you have these around, always take these instead of the Opel munitions. Same thing goes for the American decks where you can have the cheaps. The reason for that is whenever you have 20-point supplies, it adds up to the same. So you can see the capacity is half, but the price is also half and the availability is doubled. So you get the same amount of supplies in total. But whenever you need to call in supplies, this is just much cheaper. 20 points you can often find somewhere, but 40, very often you're sitting at like 20, 25, 30, 35 points left, and you just cannot afford the ammo. And this just makes it way easier. So I would always use those.
Okay.
But yeah. But other than that, it's fine. This is, I gave one card of Panzerschreck, which you need. You can't fit more in. For quick play, I get the Elephant, actually. I personally don't have it in there, just accept the risk that I might not be able to fight on those maps, because I personally prefer having either some more light armor or AT, or some, yeah, one of these, or some more just medium 18 channel, because I don't actually have that many medium tanks, going back to this again. And anything that needs some pen will need you to buy these. So I find the Pack 40 in AF is quite useful, but I would not move this out. So it's up to you whether you want to keep the Elephant. But this is very much...
Yeah, I don't use it often, so I could.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a question of, do you want to have your deck available so they can potentially fight against anything, right? Because anything with an IS-2 on a more open map will counter your Panther and Tiger nicely, and the Elephant can help you there. Or do you just accept that and want to work with the other tools that you have? And you have to ask yourself, how often would you actually need another AT gun or the small little Stücki? I do not think there's a clear answer to it. So just want to point out that it's not a mandatory unit, but it is nice. So this one is also fine. I wouldn't vet the 88, to be honest. I think the performance doesn't really matter that much. Personally, I would move it to A phase, however, because these are actually really good. So this is good AA. Even though you can't vet it with good availability, it's still good enough. But the 88s are very valuable in A phase when your opponent doesn't have artillery to counter it yet. And whenever you need AA early on and you also want to cover off an open area, then you get an 88. As the game goes on, there's more things that can actually kill it. So it makes sense to have it earlier when people will really struggle dealing with it. And if the game goes longer, eventually it will just get bombed most of the time. So I would take in A phase, it has the most impact there, but you definitely do not need to vet it. Now here, I would take one of these in B phase. It's a good it's a good artillery piece, and the mortars, they're really useful, but the range is quite limited, and you just need something. Oh, the new bet is also a good suggestion. He said he would also bring the 88 in A phase if you take the Pack 14 B phase, so that you have some long range AT. That kind of makes sense. Although you do have tanks that can do that, but there is a point in that. I agree. But yeah, I would take one of these, because if the game goes a little bit longer, or if you have a Maverick Mirror, for example, where it just turns into a little bit more of a grindy game, then you need something heavy like this that can actually help you clear things out again. And this is where one of these really makes quite a difference. Especially since you don't have that many super strong support tools, right? You don't have a lot of tanks that can actually support your infantry pushes. So softening up things with this is actually quite useful. And then the air type, some people have already pointed out, is too heavy. I don't need that much, especially since you play Maverick. I would not take a C-Phase card, ever. It is not worth it. Because you're not going to buy it, right? So I would probably downsize this to the... it's a 1-point slot. I would downsize it to 1 in A, 1 in B, like that. It looks very slot cost inefficient, but that would, for example, afford you the artillery piece, and then you're already basically where you wanted to be.
Yes.
Because I say if you move this to B phase, then you have this in A phase, you have these in A phase. I think like this deck would be pretty good for quick play, actually. Or you can also remove one of those and have the Alcyone. This is also an option. Like you can absolutely take the Alcyone, but I think one of these is enough for A phase. Availability is also the same. Yeah, I would just take one of these in A phase and one in B phase, or one in A phase and then the Alcyone. Whether you want to have fighter or not is up to you. I have recently really started liking fighters again. So I think it's a good choice, and the Veltro is a good fighter. But if you think the AA and having fighter bombers is enough, you can also decide to go like this and then have the Alcyone or a recon plane, up to you. But yeah,
I prefer the fighter over the recon plane.
Yeah, so again, this is up to you. It's a good choice. But yeah, I would do it like this, and then this is either the Focke-Wulf or the Falchione. Both of them are quite useful. Heavy bombers are quite strong, obviously, and quite hard to deal with, but fighter bombers with their precision and speediness are actually quite useful too. So for having fast strikes in and out, although the resilience is a bit of a problem doing that. But yeah. So both are good ways. But yeah, I would just move one medium tank and get the artillery in here, and I think you're good to go. The other changes are more optional. It's actually a good starting point, except for the A and artillery tab. Yeah, Frabble, we talked about the recon HE111. It's definitely a good choice. All right, let's get into the replay. Just need to find it. Just give me a second. Where is it? If you spot it, let me know. Oh, what map was it? Is it in the DLC section? Oh, it's Illumancy. Okay, yeah. It's down here somewhere. For whatever reason, the game doesn't pull them up. I have to separate. There we go. Where's Benito? Okay, we know him. He's also playing in the league at the moment.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so this is not an easy map. I'm not that experienced on this particular map, to be honest, because I usually don't play it because I hate it. Or you got the bad side too. So this map is a little bit unbalanced because the problem is that blue side has a very easy time to push it just out of this. It's hard to advance and from here, but yeah. And then over here, blue can actually just try to sneak through constantly. And over here, you also have more flags close together that are easy to push. That is definitely a bit more rough. Right. Oh yeah, I've not actually looked at what the noob says. I don't think I've ever seen this map played in a tourney. Yes, it is hardly ever played. There's one game that I cast between Koenig and Gonzo, actually. I'm not actually checked. Oh, he's playing 12th SS. Okay. So he should have an advantage in infantry, but he has a lot of armor, light armor specifically, which can be a little bit
Yeah, I
tricky.
felt in the game it was difficult to deal with his infantry because they all have fanatic traits.
Yeah, I see what you
To
mean.
finish them off and couldn't surrender them.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. You're right. Oh, by the way, for anyone in the chat, there was another game I played against Koenig on Illuminati as well, in a tournament game. He won that too. He actually figured out how to play this map properly from the bad side. So you need to go and ask him if you want to know how you play it. I also don't know. All right, let's look at deployment real quick. I think this is actually, let's watch this from your perspective because I think that is what is more interesting for us. So some defensive units in here. Shrimpire Flamer. He had an AT gun over here. This, for example, not where I would put it because, like here, for example, I would be worried about your opponent pushing, right? So like right here is a good spot. Here can be useful, but it's very limited cases that is true. That is going to be true. It's really only if your opponent decides to push through here into here, which happens, but not very often. And then you have budget that is still also some Shrimpire. Oh, you have an Elch there. Okay. Okay, good. So this one might be not needed, but so far it looks actually quite good. You have students going in defensive here. Versus Shrimpire going in here where it's needed most. That makes sense. I think this is a little bit overkill. You don't need that much over here because you should actually be able to get in and then you can fight over this. But if you just want to sit here defending, it makes sense. So far so good. Over here, you have something to defend this. You have something to defend this over here. So actually, so far it looks... there's a good amount of game sense here. Is it recon? No, it's a 47 mil. Which makes sense. So that's good. Good move as well. Now here. Light armor pushing in. And 47 mil trying to get in here. There's not a bad position either. It's maybe a little bit deep because if your opponent really rushes you, I'm not sure if it's going to unload in time, but yeah, I think it might. Then you have a lot of infantry trying to push deep. Okay, so this can work. It's not that bad. It's not actually a bad call. This is a little bit scuffed. You can just unload right here, basically.
Yeah, I changed the one. I saw it after they drove, so I changed it so it don't drive all the way around the forest there.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but like this, so the channel deployment actually is nice. I think it's not a bad one. It's just the risk you're running into if your opponent has light armor, which he has. I don't know how well you know. It's matchup dependent always, right? So I don't know how well you know the division and know what he has. But if you go rush that far forward with your infantry and the opponent has light armor, you get stopped quite quickly. So in this case, if you knew, you definitely should have taken more light AT, like the 47 mils here in the center. So you can just plaster the whole center with those and then let him run into you. If you didn't know, yeah, then now you know. But over here for support and recon is actually, yeah, it's actually good deployment. So far quite good. But let's put as a question: do you think the play might actually be to hold the little peninsula with a unit holding on the backside? Which peninsula do you mean? This one? Because if the unit gets spotted and killed, it's a real pain to get something back in there. Oh, you mean in here to hold this? I don't get what he means. We'll have to go back to that. All right, let's see. The one that sticks into the right leg. Yeah. This one or this one? Third flag from the right, so this one. I think it's a nice position, but it's super exposed. You cannot really reinforce it. It can get some value, but only if you know that your opponent tanks through here, basically. There's a port through up here as well, but it dies so quickly. So I would not really recommend it. Okay, so he's not doing what I would have expected. So he tries to rush through there. Never seen anyone doing that. That's a really ballsy move. So I think I would expect your deployment to actually go quite well. This thing is going to get in. And up here, you should also get in the LG. Oh, it's in. I didn't notice that. Don't take it. Don't take it in that transport. Take some faster transport. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got
You got too
rushed on this
close.
side.
Yeah, you went too deep. If you just want to make sure your opponent can't rush in, I would just put it like right here at the edge, so in a nice, fast defensive position, because it lost a lot of time. And now it's not gonna. Now what's gonna happen is, even if it didn't die, it keeps on turning because it needs to adjust here. You know, it needs to turn to shoot, and it will never actually shoot. So now it's gonna be important how you react. Just a moment. Not really much is happening. So over here, your units stayed out in the open. Yeah, I would maybe unload them a little bit more over here, because then they're covered from this, actually. But it's also something I've not thought about before. Okay, so this is, I think, the first mistake now. You don't want to call in infantry right here. You need 80 and armor. And the way you want to do this is, if you see something like this and your opponent has a lot of light armor, you want to go actually a little bit further back, like up here, for example. An AT gun would be the best investment right here.
I haven't seen with what he rushed me there.
Ah,
So
okay, yeah. No, then it's fair.
I was focusing on the center, and then I realized the blob of the front
Okay.
line going my way. So I just
Yeah. One thing
Yeah.
that I can recommend, because I know
put
this
something there.
from my own experience, I very often when I play, I'm like that zoomed in when I'm focusing on an area. And what I kind of habit I try to get into, so that you don't miss things like that, because it happens to me very often, and it still happens to me, is to really just get a habit of zooming out real quick. I would do it even if you don't zoom in that close, even if it's like this, because you don't match everything. I had to zoom out fully, just real quick, just to assess the situation, and then go back in, or keep an eye out on the minimap. So that you have a little bit of an idea what's actually going on
Yes.
around you, because you miss so many important things. I know this from my own experience. It happens to me a lot. I speed it up a little bit because we don't need to watch every single micro move, but we want to see the general decisions that you made. So here you're overwhelming quite nicely, and that should give you a flag. Yeah, over here. Yeah, oh no, it's Sturmpires. It's just a Panzer Grenadier in a bad position. Okay, Flamer coming in. If you combine that with the Pioneer, you can actually win against this, but you need to do it together. Yeah, so this is obviously the problem you talked about too. You just need to be patient here. Those units are really good at slowing you down. So you have to just factor that in. More reinforcements over here. This is the Flame we talked about, the Stug. You've redirected it, good. Oh yeah, you moved it. You need to remember to use the fast move and attack order.
Yeah. I used it for deployment, but in this case, I just
it happens.
Spammed the key.
It happens. Now here you need to pay a lot of attention to the front line. So this is actually something that really requires a little bit of focus. Whenever you see something like this, you want to actively pay attention to how long the front line keeps moving back, and want to wait for the point where it's pretty much not moving anymore, because then you know this is where your opponent is. Because right now you don't know precisely where your opponent is hiding in, but then you have a general idea. And then, for example, you don't overshoot like this. Now over here, moving a little bit, you want to make sure that obviously your CQC pushes first and not your infantry.
Yes.
This one I would actually move. Just make sure that you don't leave your armor that has limited range out in the open for too long, because your opponent will eventually start seeing it and shoot at it. Like he would probably bring an AT gun. The Panzer IV is coming, and then that's going to spot it. Maybe not, because it's too far away, but if it's like right here, for example, it would just spot it and kill it. But yeah. And this is, by the way, also one of the cases. This is why I brought up the recon plane as well. This is one of those cases where a recon plane can be really useful. This is why I value them so much. Because you could just bring out a recon plane and it would actually spot for you, and then you can see what is there and where it is. Yeah, okay, you noticed, you unloaded. In this particular case, it's in this case not actually dangerous because it's a Sturmpire. Well, no, it's still dangerous to some extent. When you see something like this here should be your first priority, because this is actually threatening your reinforcement road. So before you think about actually getting back in, you should focus on clearing this out, because if this had any AT, for example, you could just
Yes.
move up here. But even against, you know, a transport, if you have the flamer sitting right here and hitting it with the flame, it might kill it, and then you're losing a lot of units. So you absolutely do want to take care of this first. This is a secondary priority, actually. Now over here, your infantry push is going well, but now you need to reinforce it if you want to go any further. You either need armor, which I know you redirected. For example, you could shift this because at the moment it's not really doing anything. Or you want to move an AT gun up or buy a new one so they have it like somewhere here where you can actually watch over the road. So, because yeah, now you're, I think, a little bit too heavy on infantry here. And, oh no, tank is coming in. Okay, good. I've not said anything. Yeah, see, this is another thing where I you can bomb it. You don't have another tool, that's all right, but it's not an imminent threat. But for example, if you really want to take this force for good and make sure they can keep it, because you don't know what's in here, you don't know there's Panzergrens which your pioneers could defeat, then it can be a little bit tricky. Or you could actually try to move over here and get this flag as well, because here you have to go quite deep for this flag, and you only have infantry, so it's hard to push. So I'm not sure if using the plane here is the best call, especially because right here is still fighting actively. So you could actually use the plane to help you over here, where things might be a little bit more tricky. So it's just, I'm going to be very nitpicky here about details, but you know, I try to show, to help with as many things as I can. So if I notice something, I bring it up. So he's actually going to try to cut you off here, which now you definitely do need to react. The Stug is just going to get overwhelmed. Is it? I think it suffers from not being able to decide what to shoot at, or maybe this is, yeah, okay, this is hill pressure still. So it's a term that attack power started. Basically, it's on the hill and it needs to lower or raise the gun, but it can't, and then it just decides not to do anything because it is obviously aiming, but it can't shoot. It's a weird bug. That is not a mistake. You just need to notice it and do something about it. There's not much else you can do here, really. At this point, I would absolutely shift this over here, though. Like with this, you should actually be able to see what's happening over there if you move it a little bit. And then move this up here, and then you can actually support whatever is happening here. Right, Stug coming in here. So what is the plan here, to push, or did you just want to get some
I wanted to push the lower forest, but then I lost my Fallschirm Pioneer, and so I decided to not push anymore and just hold.
Okay, yeah, this is the right call here. If you know this resistance, just go in more defensively. Definitely would want to reinforce this in this case, though, because if you know that your forests are only held by low health Shroom Pioneer and by a Flamer, you might want to reinforce it a little bit. But yeah, so generally I can recommend not trying to push too many things at once. So in here it's fine, actually. I think you notice that you stopped, so this is actually good. But if you would try to actually push over here while you're also pushing over here and retake, this is a bit too much. So for pushing, always try to pick 1 or 2 points on the map where you want to do that. Oh, and now this could actually cut off your reinforcement road, which is not the worst thing to happen, but it still sucks. Yeah, so if you don't have the recon to spot for it, I would not go with this, because you can just move as you see. Actually, what would be a good idea here, it's very specific. You can, I think you can with a Pak 40 cut this off, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just an idea that I had. Or with a Panzer, you have one in A phase, you can actually stop this. And then he cannot reinforce easily. Well, he can still go through here, so I guess maybe not that good of an idea. Yeah, and now this is locked. I mean, luckily for you, he cannot collapse you, the front line here, because this is... You have Raider infantry. So this makes that you will always maintain a frontline bubble. But this would actually be very... If this was now pushing here, for example, and this was defeated by the Shroom Pioneer, if you didn't have radio, you would just lose this entire front line here, which would be a bit of a problem. But yeah, you see this one, it could, if this had any AT on it, if it was normal infantry with a Panzerfaust, for example, it could just move in here and now kill this.
Yes.
So you definitely do need to deal with this as soon as possible. It Rommel, it's a good call. We try to re-establish this. Now you can actually, you know, pay attention to what is happening and move it in to reopen this again. Over here, we do see an airstrike. This is actually a nice idea to just try and move and see what you can do. Now, if I were you, you want to turn that into a flag. There we go. Yeah, that's a good move. And see, this thing didn't really do that much so far.
Yes, it sniped one transport on the
Yeah,
right side.
I thought I saw something happening here at some point, but
But yes,
yeah.
not so useful there.
It sometimes can work, but mostly it doesn't. If you want to be really ballsy, it's not a must do. If you want to be really ballsy, you can actually just try to move and be annoying with one of those flags. Not something that you have to do though. Oh, it spots a Stug. Yeah, I just got side-shotted probably. Should Empire still win this? Yeah, you definitely would need to part Assaulter here. You need to always send some secrecy first and then follow up with light infantry. You're using your light infantry very often in the wrong places actually. This is good, so now you reacted to it, you're clearing it out first. And once it's dead, well now this one is dead as well. So you can get in. Another 81 mil here. This is maybe a little bit excessive.
This was too far behind. It was out of range the whole game,
This one?
so I couldn't use it. The lower one.
This one. Yeah, you just, yeah.
This which I
It's
just got in.
excessive. I mean, you just need to make sure that you don't lose this road here again as well. And then I think you could. Like, this is not that big of a problem at the end of the day. So you don't need to bring that one, really. Now he has you on a 1311. It's definitely not good. And this one is dead. Yeah, so pushing across this is really hard, and you're very exposed when you reinforce it, because he can have an AT gun in here, for example, and then trying to move in is not really easy. Hold on, just quickly to respond to. So, Gevno, if you play Ponyboy and you're back when I'm finished with coaching, we can still do your coaching. Otherwise, I will have to do that some other day. But good luck in your game. All right. Now, this is, yeah, you definitely don't want to chase it, because you already know he has AA. So whenever, with a plane, I think a good rule is you never want to cross the middle of the map, basically.
Yeah, I lost
this
it
should be,
afterwards.
Yeah, this should be a rule. And I'm making this very often as well. If you only have a fighter bomber, it makes sense to use it as a fighter as well. But I very often also use him to go try and chase, but it's really not that good at it. It's too slow if it still has the bombs on. So just don't over chase it and just bomb something that is close to it and let it be. Because most likely, if you have the bombs on it, it's slow. You're not going to catch anything anyway. If you can, catch it when it's, for example, turning, that's a different story. Now we have a Panther coming in, which can do some good work in the open. But yeah, here I would definitely stop with any pushes here or here, but try to go sideways, so go for this flag as well. And over here, reinforcing a lot with LG40s. Here, if I were you, I would just be a bit more passive, because you're also fighting over this, and you're still fighting over here, so you kind of want to pick one place. The other risk that you're running into if you're doing this, like pushing heavily here and then heavily here, the risk that you're running into is that you have your forces basically split in half. So if you're getting pushed hard on one side of the map, you cannot react by shifting forces across. Right? For example, if you're fighting in here very concentrated, and for example, if you take this, you can actually then from here support a push in here. So this works. But if you have two very separate areas, it can be tricky sometimes. On some maps you have to do this, but Wind is coming in. So far we have actually done a good job. I think, so bombing these is actually now a good choice, because you don't go very deep. So you're staying close to your end of the, oh, you have another 81 mil here. Yeah, this is too much now. But yeah, but now you're going deep again. Okay. And it's probably gonna die. No, the flak feeling didn't see it at a verbal wind. I guess it's gonna be alright. But yeah, still struggling with this. Yeah, you definitely you need to be a little bit better at realizing what kind of unit you need, because you still have a lot of line infantry here, not any CQC to deal with this. Actually, there's a part of the Salto which you could use. And this thing, you know, you can still, like, it has been used, but not that much. You definitely do want to keep using it. So there's another, you need to be a little bit better at using the tools that you already have on the map. For example, this thing has been sitting here for ages and has not really done anything, where you could have shifted over here to help with this, or you can actually move it as well. Or also, now you're having an 88 up here and also a Panther. So you're having 2 long-range units here that will hold this for you, but 1 will do. So this is a little bit too much. Lewis Bill says the Beretta Park could really be used to 150 mid range if the Shumpai stay near the edge of the universe. Yeah, there's a true point, but you need to know that it's actually there. But yeah, good point. If you wanted to, you could actually move it like right here, and then you can just win because it has 150 meter range on the Beretta, whereas the MP40 does not. But yeah, so I think here you're a little bit excessive with mortars. So I wouldn't buy any new ones if you still have some. I think these are for here, which makes sense. But yeah, here now you definitely do wanna. Now you definitely do want to take this road, but I think it's a little bit too late for that anyway. Close range pandas. I do not try to use your pandas this close. If you want to use it, it should be like somewhere back here. Because if you use it so close, like a Panzer IV at this range can pen it. So make sure that your pandas are always far back. Unless you're fighting, if you're fighting like a Sherman, it's fine. Because the Sherman will not pen the Panther IV at this range. But a Panzer IV can, so just try to stay a little bit at a distance against those. More Parasalta coming in. Yeah, it's probably going to die to the 88 as well. Yeah, this is just a decision of where to go, but you kind of need to make sure where are you exposed and where are you safe from. So here you're exposed because your opponent is, and you know that he's in here. So try to go this way to get in there, or just accept that you're not going to get it anymore. Oh, this is actually a really nice move. Unfortunate for you, there's a flamer in there, but you know, moving in through here where you actually see that nothing is protecting it because of the front line, so it's a really nice move. This is one of my I like a lot. Now you're making a push here. This can work. This is okay. It's okay. Okay, you still won this. I've not paid attention to how, but it's good. So now that you have the flag, I would just be happy if I was you. I wouldn't work super hard to push him off again. Or you focus on it and you make sure that you get, like, turn this into push that goes up to here, for example. But I wouldn't focus on it too much. 88 is coming out. Yeah, so 88's like here, it's a very good choice because you can use it for range and it will do AA. But here, where it's a little bit closer range, it's very expensive. And, you know, something like a machine gun up here could actually start shooting at it. So here you don't want to buy an 88. It doesn't have long line of sight. So if you buy it, so basically whenever you buy an 88, it needs to be not just doing AA. Because it's quite expensive for just being AA. This right here, which you're also calling, this is the right answer. This will do wonderful here. Because it's armored, you can bring, and mobile, you can bring it very close. You can bring it like up here if you want to. And your opponent will, I imagine, struggle quite a bit with this. But so far, I mean, you have a 14-10. You're on Maverick. It's the end of B phase. You don't need to think that on Maverick you need to be on a 59 at the end of B phase. It's all right. You should still have more units on the map. So you can take your time to now trade and push. But yeah, you should definitely stop. So whenever you see a plane going deep and then dying, you need to stop sending them in again. I know it's, you know, you have a plane, you want to use it, but if it's actually not safe, do not use it. because you can for example buy artillery. You know, if you have a big artillery piece. In this case, it's not that useful because this is mobile. But if it wasn't, for example, you could now just kill the AA and then you can use your planes again. So this is why this heavy artillery piece would be useful. Or also, you know, you could buy this instead, for example, of these 2 or 3 81 mils, and then you can start shooting at things over here. And when you're done with it, you can just shift, whereas the 81 mils are now in position. So it's a little bit more tricky. Roy's pointing out that he and Koenig will need to do the same thing from the side of Benoit. Benoit is also making a lot of mistakes here. Should be pointed out. But I think at the moment, your biggest problem is, again, you're very infantry line. You're not really reinforcing with AT, which you will eventually use. I can see this becoming a problem. And I think to some extent, you also just really got screwed by being on Maverick on the bad side of this map, which is hard to push. And his push actually removed a lot of your momentum. So it's one of those things where that we have to talk about. It's very important that if you're pushing, you can keep that and keep up the pressure. So if your opponent makes a big push, that stops it because you need to really deal with it. That has a massive impact on how the game is going. So there's not much you can do about that, really. But yeah, I definitely, if I was you, I would not unload that 81 here now. Because if you look at the range, 1800 meters is, it can basically not shoot at anything here. It's way too far back. I'm not sure if you noticed the range of this, but if you did... This...
Later.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to shoot something.
Yeah, so, but this is why you want to have heavy artillery, because you can have it like back over here and you can start shooting at anything here you need it to. But those are for close range fire support. Like here, this is a good range for it. And this one gives you radio quite far forward, actually, so it will be dead accurate, which is quite good. What I would recommend you doing, if you have them anyway, like in areas where you have them, if you don't have anything specific you want to target, like over here, for example, with this one, you move it a little bit closer, and then right here at the bottom right, I cannot show it to you now because it's a replay, you have the orders that they can give to artillery, right? Which is counter battery. So if you select an artillery unit, it will pop up here at the right side. One is counter battery, one is defensive fire, and one is fire at will. And whenever you have it, and you're fighting over something like this channel area right here, and you don't see things right now, you can just put it on return fire. Then you have an area that you can select, which you can put like right here. So if you watch any of my videos, you should, when I play, you should see me doing this sometimes. And it will just automatically shoot at anything that pops up here. And because it's kind of the AI controlling it now, it will act the same way as the AI in Steel Division. If you play against the AI, for example, it will, even if it's just there for a millisecond, it will see it. Right, and obviously you're not paying attention, right? So if something moves up here, or if your infantry unit sees something, but it can't shoot at it because, for example, too far away, and then you move your infantry unit and don't see it anymore, the mortar will know it's there. It will start shooting at it, and you can actually get a lot of work done with it. And then you put some ammo next to it and it just keeps going. Whereas if you wait for it manually to see if you wait manually here to see something and it just never sees something, then it will never shoot because you never manually target something. For example, a plane flying over here and the Wirbelwind shooting at the plane will trigger this to shoot at the Wirbelwind if you do this.
Yeah.
So this is already, so if you have, it's not, you don't always need to do it. You need to make sure that you use your ammo efficiently. So if your ammo is, you just waste your ammo and then you're completely out of ammo, that is also not helpful. If it hasn't done something. But if you have something that you think, if you have one specific unit that you want to kill, target manually. If you know that you're fighting over this general area and any unit that is killed or damaged is good for you, just use defensive fire. Especially if you don't know what else to use your artillery for, just use defensive fire and it will do something for you. It will never be wasted. Yeah, do never put line infantry in the forest alone. Behind CQC, yes, but never alone. This is an easy to avoid thing. So this is actually, you can actually, and you've done this I think more than once now. You can actually, as you see, you can actually do airstrikes if your opponent is so close with his AE, you can sometimes get in. It's a risk against the Wirbelwind because it can kill your plane. But because it's in such a bad position, you can get away with it. And it's actually is really nice to do. So if your opponent gets very close with his units, even if he has AA, because it spawns and is basically already there, it's a really nice move. So this is actually something you can still do. So that's nice. Over here. So if you've pushed this one, you actually pushed quite nicely. Here you need to be careful because you're at the edge of the forest. You don't want to have CQC ever being at the edge of the forest. And this one is too close. But if you had this further back, ideally like here, but you have to be careful because of the 88, of course. Then I think this is a good defense here. Now you're shifting the Panther to right over there. It's actually good. Yeah, let's see. And this is something that I talked about you buying things here that you don't actually need at the moment because you're not fighting over this yet. It's good that you actually reinforce it. I think it was a little bit too early though because you're still pushing here and here, and you could actually really use those points to help pushing, right? So if you didn't buy the 88 and the Panther, it's still, what is it, 240 points or something like that? This is a lot. That could all be some tanks and some infantry clearing this and winning this for you. So yeah, this is why I meant this might be a little bit too much here, and it's not needed at the moment. But buying it at some point is good because you can cover this off. So this you have correctly found. You're actually pushing this back. He's actually making quite a few. So I'm focusing on you obviously in this coaching, but he's making quite a few mistakes. You can see as well. Like he's really trying hard to not lose this, and he's already lost this. This is pointless for him to fight over. But it's good for you. Ah, there we go. Now, yeah, the units caught you because they were still here. So when you unit pushed up here, the Fallschirmjäger ZF, it cut it off, and then the front line collapsed. But now you have them in your backline. You need to pay You need to pay a lot of attention to that. Right, when you pushed like through here, I think you saw that there was still a blue frontline bubble here. So this is really important that you pay attention to this because then the encirclement like here happens and you have units in your backline that are now killing your transport. So this is very dangerous.
Yeah, I didn't saw this.
Yeah, I think now you're using a little bit too many planes. It's working out for you. They're not dying, but it's quite risky. I would also push the AA, put the AA up a little bit further forward. You want to have it as close as possible as always. Always, not as always. Like this is a good position, for example. Because then you can actually protect whatever is over there. One thing, if you still have leaders, you should use them a little bit more. I have not paid attention. If you have not moved any infantry leader on your deployment, because I know you have some. Oh, now it is the A. This would actually be quite dangerous. But the A actually wins this fight. Okay, so now you've dealt with it. Actually, no, this unit is still alive. That's a problem. But yeah, as I said, this is actually a nice position. But if you have leaders, you want to have more leaders with your infantry, by the way, because that means they're more efficient. The opponent is not doing this either, which is also not a good move. And if you think your AA is not really doing well enough, you can actually put your leader next to the AA. I've started doing that a lot, and it's really useful. This one is a little bit aggressive. So when you see that you're actually getting actively pressured here, not just here, in general, I would really start being more defensive and putting it like, I don't know, maybe back here. Going too far just puts you at risk of getting pushed back. Just losing it too early. Because whenever you switch, so whenever you're in Maverick and you have to switch to defense, which here is obviously a problem, because it's the quick play game, so you have no timer and you're a Maverick and you're not that far actually. But just for the general concept, when you have to switch to more defensive, which a Maverick at some point you usually have to, just to hold some flags to finish your opponent off. you need to look at the situation when you see that you're getting pushed in all these areas like here, and that opponents closing into your positions. What you want to do is you want to switch to a more defensive gameplay where the main goal is trading and stopping. So this is why you don't need to go that far forward. It might work out here, it might not. But if you're more defensive, your opponent has to run into you, and you kill units that are worth more than what you have invested in, and that will win you the game eventually, because he will just not really be able to push you hard enough in time, if this is going to be the case. Also, just ask if you have any questions, right? Or if something is not clear. It doesn't need to be a monologue. So this is actually why I specifically wanted to have you in the Discord, so that you can ask if something is unclear, or you have a counterpoint or something like that. So
Yeah,
feel
I'm
free to
just
discuss.
listening what I could do better next time.
That's totally fair as well. Oh, this is actually. Oh, so you cut him off. This is a really nice move, and now you can probably. Well, you don't know that it's there. So now it's Panzerfu versus the Panther. Yeah, this. Oh, he kills the A first. Yeah, this is a problem for you, obviously. But at least you got this back. Assaulter here can still win. That's going to be so annoying because he cannot surrender. Yeah, now you're in trouble because your opponent has the RT party.
Yeah, this game, I think I lost it because I did some minor mistakes, but yeah, longer the game got,
Yeah.
the RT just
so
got everything.
Yeah, at this point the game is basically over, in my opinion,
Yeah,
because you only have a 30, like you don't have 59. You're probably not gonna get it, and your opponent is already big artillery build up, so he'll just slowly pick you apart now and push you back. I assume that's probably what happens. But yeah, I think the bigger mistakes happened really at the start with some, as we talked about, right? So here, going a little bit too deep, here going a little bit too deep instead of going sideways and trying to make one connected push somehow, and then again buying too many things here that aren't actually needed, like the Panther, like the 88, all of the 81 mils, and not buying enough things here where you're going to go for push. But your opener was actually quite good. And again, it is really important. Like from this side of the map, it is rough. It is not easy. Yeah, now you're a little bit too cocky. I think you saw that the front line is flipped, and you thought you killed everything. This is why you have to be a little bit why you have to be paying attention to how it works. So if you kill something, then it goes back, you're safe. If you move and then surround it, it's not safe. You probably didn't notice, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many planes did you buy overall? Because it's hard for me to keep track on which ones are new and which ones are old.
I think around 4 or 5 planes. So
okay,
I didn't buy all the planes I had in the deck build. So yeah.
Yeah, so this
also
this shows you have too many planes, and I think it also shows us that like you bought too many when your opponent already has AA. So unless you have something that can kill the AA, you don't want to buy more planes because it's going to get countered anyway. Okay, now I can at least do some work. But yeah, I think from here on it's pretty clear. Your opponent is just very slow at pushing you. But
yeah.
Yeah, and for example, now you want to buy something up here to help, or a little bit earlier, but you see the difference.
Could move the 88 a bit.
Yes, exactly. That would also be good. I thought you bought the 88 to also watch over this, but if you only bought it for AA, you definitely.
Yeah, I moved it backwards.
Yeah.
To move position so it don't get arted. But then it couldn't cover up the open ground there.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But yeah. So for example, let's say 5 minutes earlier, this is when you actually want to buy something in here to really reinforce it, because then you see when I talked about switching into defense, this is where you saw that the front line here was getting close, here it was getting close, here it was already close. So this is when you definitely want to buy some tools here so that you can fight over the open. But when you bought it, you were like still holding this and still partially pushing. So this is not when you want to buy something expensive up here to hold the long range. Later on, yes. So now would actually be a good time. We're just talking about the timings here. But yeah, at this point, there's nothing you can do anymore. Now, just a general thing for this map. So this obviously was a bit of a problem for you. I think if you'd done it a little bit more systematic with, getting CQC in here and then armor, I think you could have cleared this out sooner. But other than that, there's not much you could do about that and slow you down significantly. But just talking about the map in general, there's basically 2 ways you can do this, in my opinion. But this is also a very low-level introduction because I'm not very good on this map as well. But generally, you can try to contest this heavily because you have a lot of fast, especially if you have a lot of fast tools, light armor, and some good infantry and some good CQC, you can take those force patches and make it hard for opponent to get back in. The other option is you really go all in over here. But you never want to push in here or in here as you tried, unless you've really won this already. Then you can go for it. But those are hard to push and hard to hold. So just trying to go like super deep here. You can also do this with your opener, by the way. So this is good as it did it. This is one of the 2 ways I think you can do this very well. The other option is really just go all in over here, and then you can get these 3 flags basically. Just as to give you another option if you're on your side again. But this is not. Yeah, I think now we can just skip ahead because there's no major decisions here that will matter anymore at this point, unless I notice something in specific. Yeah, the Tiger over here is a bit risky because it's quite exposed. Because you can actually get shot up from up here and over here, so I wouldn't do that. I would keep it like somewhere over here where it's a little bit harder to get side shots on it.
Yeah, at this point, I just try to stabilize the front and lost my trades.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's impossible at this point to trade well for you.
Yeah.
Whenever you're outnumbered, you generally trade poorly. A few cases where it's not true, but most of the time it is. Most of the time it is. Yeah, and I think that will be it. All right, yeah. I think this is all I can tell you. I hope it was helpful for you.
Yeah.
Also, tell me, if you would do it differently or anything like that. So feel free to give some feedback on it. It's one of the few times that I'm doing this. I've done 1 or 2 coachings with someone else. So I'm not very used to it yet. Obviously, it's better to do it while someone is playing, but this for the stream just doesn't really work. Because I cannot. I would need to stream the Discord stream, and that would be horrible for quality. So yeah, at this point, I just traded you.
It helped me a lot in like the deck building because like in this game, I had nothing against his artillery. So if I had heavy artillery in this matchup, it would be a bit better.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's play more medium tank. So yeah, I think I can play better now.
Yeah, so as I said, I think so. This is my build, for example.
More medium tank.
I did take it so that I have more 2k HE, but I don't have a third card of tanks. Whether this is a good call or not, I don't actually know. Actually, I should switch this because no, it's A phase locked. Okay, never mind. But yeah, this might also not be the best build. I haven't played it in quite some time. Yeah, I also have it in B phase, which I shouldn't. And I should take this, for example. So yeah, I built this a long time ago and haven't really played it. But you can also see I take it. And I would generally say with every division you want to do you have some medium artillery? Because there's always something at the range where you more just cannot do something. And then you're really in trouble. there's like divisions that have that problem that are still good. Like this is a good example. But even here, you can take something that has at least a little bit more range. So even in divisions that don't really have any long range artillery, or you have something, usually you have something like off maps to offset this, but so it can work without it, but you really do want to avoid it. You'll usually want to have some long range artillery
Yes.
when you have it. It's just so efficient, and especially like if you play against another Maverick income. For example, if you play against Bans, it doesn't matter to counter his artillery with yours because you will lose that fight. But against another Maverick division, for example, if he buys artillery and it's a long grindy game, then you will just lose if you cannot contest it, because then it actually makes sense to fight his artillery. So yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, this is all I have for. I think in terms of gameplay, again, I think the mistakes were actually macro decisions, so where you focus on what you focus first. Because the actual game plan at the start was actually quite good, I think. And then the air spam. I think you got a little bit too focused on solving problems with planes. To try to avoid that a little bit. And I think if you improve that, and think a bit more about which thing to deal with first and not to push too deep, I think it actually looks quite good for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Then I think I will play a bit more, learn more.
Yeah, and I mean,
I will get there.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, if you have any questions, like in this Discord or in the FOB HQ Discord, people are usually very helpful if you ask for any advice on anything. Like you can also in this Discord, I think no one has done it, or some people have done it a long time ago. But for example, especially in the FOB HQ Discord, there's the SD coaching deck review. For example, you can also post your decks there and ask people what they think about it. And usually there's one player who's really good with this division that can give you a lot of help with it.
Okay.
So
I think you will try that.
So just a general recommendation, the community is quite helpful, I think, in general. So if you want to know something, just ask.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for joining in.
Thanks for coaching me and pointing out my mistakes.
Yeah, I hope I wasn't too rough. The mistakes. But yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I've done it. No need to. Fuck, I don't know the word.
Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So
yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
exactly.
All right, then have a nice evening.
You.
And thank you for joining in. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was the first attempt of a coaching session live. I hope it was also entertaining and helpful for you guys to watch. Also here, do let me know in the chat or in the comments. And if Gepino is here, we're going to do another one. And if not, I think I'm just going to call it off here since the tiredness starts to kick in. But I could also just get another coffee and get going. It really depends on if Gepino is here or not. If you're still playing Ponyboy, I think I'm going to stop things here. And he can just get his pony session in a little private session, I guess, since he also asked for it. Still going for a while though. He's in a good match. Okay. Yeah. Then I think I'm gonna end it here for today. So again, this is the first try for me how this would work, and this time it was with pre-selected people. But we've seen a little bit of coaching, which I know I need to improve on how I coach a lot, but you can also point out everything that you want to see as well. And let me know in the comments, or ideally in the comments below the stream actually, because then I can read it later take my time to do that. What do you think of the concept? If you like to do this, if you like to participate in future ones as well, if the interest is here, because I have found it enjoying, although it has been going out of my comfort zone a little bit, but it's been fun so far. Let me know, and we can do this in the future as well with hopefully, I think I will probably make sure that I have 1 or 2 people ready to go anyway, and then the rest is just people joining in spontaneously. They can just write in the chat, hey, I want to participate, would be cool, I would like to do this, and then we can do it. So this is the idea, and yeah, if the interest is there, I will do it again. The idea is to have 1 of these per month as a fixed thing, not a fixed date, but you know, it's always there's at least 1 per month. Maybe if I feel like it, another one, and see how it goes. So again, let me know in the comments what you think about that. If you've enjoyed it, and thank you all for joining in. We should definitely see us very soon again, because there's so many games at the moment. I do need to do some more live casts when I have the time for it. So thank you all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and see you all next time.